in this never-ending crisis, war on the human race. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. What can you say? But yeah, plenty of crisis to talk about this week, from the economy to the climate crisis, healthcare crisis, you name it, they got a crisis for it. Yeah, this week they're really talking about the monkeypox. I guess that's the next big plague that's coming, or it's already here, and they have vaccines for it already. So I heard that just the other day they were giving out, some city in the United States were starting to roll out the monkeypox vaccinations, and yeah, I guess there was a huge line of people lining up to get their monkeypox shot. Yeah, what else on the healthcare crisis this week? Yeah, also on the monkeypox, I guess the WHO, World Health Organization, declared it something they declared. Guy came out, the guy that declared the last pandemic, and yep. So yeah, I think we can be expecting some regulations, some things that we're going to have to comply with because of the monkeypox. So yeah, that's a big story this week. Also on the climate change crisis, hitting the United States hard this week with heat waves, flooding, droughts, animals dying, people dying. It's just a fucking crisis. And I guess over in Europe too, droughts. I don't know if they've had floods, but yeah, here we've had floods and droughts at the same time. You gotta love it. I've been watching a lot of videos this week about the draining of Lake Mead. That's a big story, man. It's, as far, at least on my YouTube feed, it's all kinds of videos I'm getting on it. It's a real big story these days. The Lake Mead is drying up rapidly. It's exponential out there in that hot desert summer sun. The water just evaporates, and as the lake goes down and down and down and down, it's less water in there, and apparently the faster it goes, the faster it goes, exponential drying up until just going faster and faster and faster until all of a sudden there'll be a thing they call it dead pool, where the water will just quit coming out of the dam, I guess, and that'll be it. Millions will die. Las Vegas will dry up. All kinds of communities across the desert will dry the fuck up and cease to exist. I think, a lot of people are saying, yep, Las Vegas is going to become the world's biggest ghost town. Yeah, I could see that happening. I used to live out there in Vegas for a while. I spent a few years in Vegas. Oh, those were the good old days back when I was a youngster. Back in them days, man, there was plenty of water in Lake Mead, man. That's all we did when I lived there. We would go to Lake Mead, go jet skiing, water skiing. Hey, Ozzy. Nice to see you. Yeah. There was plenty of water back in them days. There was a little line you could see forming along the sides. And I guess they were saying that Lake Mead is hit. It was at, I think it was at almost a record high right around the year 2000, I heard. And from there, the last 22 years, it's just done nothing but keep drying up. So yeah, pretty big story this week. Besides the climate crisis and the goddamn economic crisis, yeah, I don't think I've even began to talk about the economic crisis. Yeah, it's bad. As we all know, they tried to, yeah, I guess, they don't want to say the R word, right? They don't want to say, oh, we're in a recession. So, even though we meet all the criteria of a recession has been met, so they changed the definition of the word recession. Oh God, these people, it just kills me. I mean, does it really fucking matter what they call it? People are suffering, man. People are becoming homeless. Like the average rent I hear in the United States now is like $2,000 a month. Fucking average car payment is approaching $1,000 a month. And people's wages are just staying. Everything else just keeps going up, but people just aren't making any more money. Well, there's plenty of jobs out there, they're saying, though, so it's not a recession because you can still find a job in the United States. You can still find slavery, but it just don't pay enough money to survive. So, people are doing other things like walking around the streets with shopping carts, eating out of trash cans, begging for spare change. And it's bad, man. I was just, Friday I stopped off at the gas station down there in Boulder. It's like right around Canyon Boulevard and Broadway Boulevard. There's a Shell gas station there. I stop at quite often. It's one of the more interesting gas stations there in Boulder. For some reason, it's just there's always homeless people hanging around. I don't know if they're homeless people or what they are, but they're just unemployed people, I'd say, for one. And yeah, they all like to hang around that Shell station for some reason. Maybe because the people at the Shell station don't call the cops on them. Maybe, I don't know. These people are loitering in our parking lot, so it's kind of a cool spot. I don't want to pull out my camera and start recording them and shit, but I stopped there and I got like a soda and a hot dog, and I just sat there in the parking lot, eating my hot dog and drinking my soda and just taking in the scene. All these homeless people hanging out. They're all just, most of them are like sitting around there just talking. There's like probably 8 or 10 of them there, women, men. They're all just sitting around, kind of, on the side of the gas station. They're like sitting on the curb. Some of them smoking cigarettes, just talking. Who knows what the fuck? A lot of them look like they're fucking high on drugs or looking for drugs or just at it. They got that fucked up drug look on their face, like they're high or they're trying to get high or they're jonesing. One guy pulls out, like a vape pen. I don't know if he was a homeless guy. He was just a guy hanging out there. And, hey, Bolt Gun, welcome. How's it going? Just surviving through this, doing our best to survive as long as we can. This never-ending war on the human population worldwide. Whatever they want to call it, that's what it is. It's got many, many names, faces. It's all about the crisis, right? Everything's a fucking crisis. I've been talking about here. We were just talking about the economic crisis and how they don't want to call it a recession. They'll sit there, listening to the radio, like I do. I listen to the public radio when I'm driving around, and all they want to argue about, should we call it a recession or not? Well, we can't call it a recession because of this, or we can't call it. So Yeah, they haven't officially called it a recession yet, and then they turn around and change the definition of the word recession. It's just so stupid. It's all it's all fucking psychological warfare, man. It's big. It's just another part of the war on the population. Psychological, it's physical. It's fucking man. It's insane. I guess it's hard to keep track of it all. It's all encompassing, all out. Ken Rottman in the house. Nice to see you. Uh, yeah, just hitting us every which way they can, and in the economics, they're talking about fuel prices are just energy prices in general. Energy is going to be fucking brutal here in the United States this winter. I imagine it's already like that in Australia this winter for their winter. To heat your house. I heard them talking about the price is going to practically double what you were paying last year to heat your house. Especially if you use like natural gas to heat your house. So yeah, I'm expecting problem. Man, I thought it was bad last year, and I was like, oh no, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to get real bad for energy. There's electricity, natural gas, gasoline, the whole shamil. It's all by design. Water, if it's not hot as fuck, it's a flood. That's what's just going on here in the United States right now. It's floods all over the place. I mean, we're talking of floods like biblical, like never heard of. Fucking 8 inches of rain in one storm in fucking St. Louis, Missouri, and a storm very similar to that, I think, hit Tennessee, Kentucky, fucking flooding the shit out of, just killing dozens and dozens of people, and just destroying thousands and thousands of homes, and just fucking up lives big time. But it's all our own fault. It's climate change, and it's caused by you. You should all go kill yourselves. But yeah, that's what's going on. Or and there was even a flood in Las Vegas over the weekend, I guess, or sometime last week. Yeah, yeah, just over last week, a couple days ago, and yeah, they needed some moisture, but they got it. And so, you know, do we believe it's just our own fault for being born, and there's just too many humans on the planet that's causing this climate change and this insane weather everywhere? It's all our faults. I've been talking about it for years, man. The old analogy of like when a grown up, like a bigger kid, he'll grab a smaller kid's hand and go like this: "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!" That's what's going on, man. The government's grabbing our hands and telling us to stop hitting ourselves. Not just the government is just doing the bidding of the cunts. It's these people that just want us off their lawn, and then they got to go to tremendous lengths to make it happen. Shit. Is my microphone on? I don't know. For some reason I think my computer microphone's working, but some reason my fucking Yeti mic is down. Who cares, right? As long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. Yeah, but that's what's going on, man. It's just every which way you can imagine is just a fucking crisis. Economic, healthcare, climate, fucking supply chain crisis, fucking crisis, on top of fucking crisis, on top of fucking crisis. Housing shortage. So it's just so insane, you know? Thanks, Ozzy, for letting me know that I can still be heard. Yeah, just lots of stuff going on, though, man, this week. Lots of stuff to talk about. I guess the president, his fucking quadruple jabbed ass, came down with the you know what. He was tested positive for the you know what. And so he was out for a week. But he's back and he's fine. Just goes to show you, man. All them jabs are really helping. Oh my God. I just can't believe all this garbage anymore. So it's just so unbelievable. It's like a really bad comedy, you know. And that's the way they want it to be. And they're just mocking the people is what they're doing. Mocking anybody with halfway any kind of intelligence, just shoving it in your face. Yeah, and the frogs are turning gay. On top of everything else, the goddamn frogs are turning gay, along with the LGBTQ plus crisis. Those people are always in crisis. You know, other crisis we got going on related to the healthcare crisis, women's healthcare crisis, and the Roe versus Wade decision, anti-abortion decision. Oh my God, that's a crisis. God forbid that they have any, you know, opposition to killing the unborn. God forbid that. We must be allowed, you know, full and untethered right to kill the unborn. It's the woman's God-given right, where they make it seem. Yes, we are in an awful great mood. This gets more and more fucking ridiculous every second. Exponentially, the ridiculosity factor is growing exponentially as the lake in the desert shrinks exponentially, creating even yet more, still more crisis. The Southwest is going to dry out. 40 million people, I guess, that are somehow dependent on the Lake Mead water. That's insane, man. That's really insane. The whole, man, 40 million people running out of water. Holy shit. That's going to cause a problem all the way across the fucking country. Those people aren't just going to lay there and die. They're going to migrate out of there. And they're going to be absorbed by the rest of the country. That's not going to be great for anybody. See, Vulcan, I can't believe how fucking stupid so many of our population are there. Feds go smarter than some of these. I know. It's unbelievable, man. They cannot think for themselves whatsoever. They believe whatever they're told, whatever the official story is, you know, which none of us should ever question the official story. That's dangerous misinformation, questioning the official narrative on anything. Don't you understand? They're doing all this for our best interest, to protect us, to save lives. They're always talking about we must save lives. We must do away with the Second Amendment to save lives. All these people are dying because we have a Second Amendment. We got to stop that. So it's just also fucking insane. You know, and then you got to ask yourself why. They really care. You think these assholes really care about the life of the average fucking person who supposedly gets murdered in a mass shooting? It's zombie water, all the bodies that's been done. That, yeah, he's talking about Lake Mead. Yeah, it's zombie water. And I heard that term used too, man. That's fucking funny. Even though I guess, they found 3 dead bodies in there this summer since like May. So that's, I mean, big fucking deal. 3 dead bodies. I mean, come on. It's fucking Vegas, for fuck's sakes. People die in Vegas and end up at the bottom of a lake in a barrel. It happens. Haven't you seen any of them Joe Pesci movies? But zombie, big deal. I'll drink a little zombie water. I used to go there. It's a big lake. I guess right now it's only 27%, I guess. So that means like 73% of the water is gone. But it is very little. It spent very little time at 100% filled. So it's really weird. Like they're saying, it took 40 years to fill that reservoir, and now it's taking 40 years to fucking drain it. Kind of interesting, huh? And kind of interesting. Anybody else? Anybody see the movie Casino? Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. It's hilarious, especially the part where Joe Pesci has the guy's head in a vase of ice. I mean, squeezing his eyes till his eyeball popped out. That scene was hilarious. Yeah, yeah. Las Vegas is a great place. Only one ramp open, yes. So yeah, you guys have been hearing about the whole Lake Mead debacle. It's a pretty big story these days. And Lake Powell, which is just not too far from there, just upstream a few 100 miles. So both of those are drying the hell up. And yet other parts of the country are being fucking flooded. It's either a flood or a drought wherever you are in the United States these days. You just don't know what's going to happen. We had a pretty good storm last week. Like it was like Wednesday night. But nothing like some of these other places. A little bit of flooding here, but not nothing like they're having in Missouri and St. Louis and over in Tennessee and Kentucky, I guess. Other places. Las Vegas got a deluge. He said it really didn't make too much of a dent in the Lake Mead situation. Maybe it'll just slow down the inevitable a little bit. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because I don't think it's going to start filling back up anytime soon. It just doesn't seem like, if I didn't know any better, I might think they created that whole situation on purpose. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. I think it's just another part of this whole crazy fucking cycle of humanity that we're currently living in. It was all part of their plan. When the whole thing was planned out in advance, 100 years ago, or even more. We've just seen it all play out. They created all these disasters over years and years, and now they're all coming to pass. It almost seems like it was all planned the fuck out. When I went to States and took a heli ride out to the canyon. Plenty of Lake Mead had plenty of water. They'll dry, but it was. Mm-hmm. That must have been nice. That must have been really cool to take a heli ride over the desert there. I think it was done per, but I'm a crazy hillbilly lives back in the holler, and nobody will talk to me. I can't talk to anybody. If I do, they'll think I'm nuts. But yep, that's what's happening. Believe it or don't. Yep, I really do. I think so, man. And this whole, they claim to be able to control the weather, but they fucking deny it. That's for sure. Hey, I'm not saying they do or don't. I'm not saying they control the weather. Ouch. That would be spreading dangerous misinformation if I was to say that. But it could have been purposely draining the dam. Yeah, these are the real fucking catastrophes we're living with. And they wanted us all along to be afraid of nuclear bombs. And they had the real plans that were much worse than that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the country out around Lake Mead is gorgeous. It really is beautiful. Love it out there. It's just so fucking hot. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice in the wintertime. And probably like 6 months out of the year is pretty nice there. 6 months out of the year, it's hot as a motherfucker. But I didn't mind the heat when I was out there. I was younger and I could handle it. Spent a lot of time at Lake Mead, swimming, water skiing, snorkel diving. It's awesome. Yep, now it's all drying up, just creating this whole horrible, horrible situation for millions and millions of people. Yeah, bolt gun. I agree with bolt gun, the nuclear bomb thing. I'd really like to see one go off and then prove me wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen. I went over in September. Yeah, September's still hot in Vegas. Doesn't really cool off till like October, November. September's still sweltering out there, for sure. But not as bad as August, which is upon us. The hottest time of the year right now, I would say late July to the middle of August, or who knows? Every year is different on average, and then it just starts to cool off at the end of August usually. Every day was 90. 90 is not that bad. In Las Vegas, 90 is cool, kind of cool. Hot in Vegas is like 120. I think when I was there, the hottest it ever got was like 115. And I think once it gets over like 105 or so, you don't notice it anymore. Well, it's nice here at 85 and low. Where do you live at? 85 is pretty nice weather. Wherever you're at. Low humidity. My buddy was recently over in the East Coast, Philadelphia, and like he was saying it was hot and humid as fuck. Be living here in Colorado, you go out there, it's a whole different world. Southern Ohio, but over here, man, it's not usually doesn't get humid at all. Little bit of humidity we get when the monsoon moisture kicks in from Mexico. You can feel a little humidity, but it's pretty rare. Very dry in Colorado. Very dry climate, yeah. Pretty dry. But yeah, so post a link here. See what's up. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. And the economy. And monkeypox. Let's not forget about monkeypox. Oh man. I was making a song up the other day about monkeypox, but it started sounding too much like that Beastie Boys song. Brass monkey, that funky monkey. You know, there's only so many words that ride with monkey, right? You can use, of course, funky and junkie, right? Those are the first, or maybe flunky. Yeah. So yeah, there's quite a few songs with the monkey, the junkie monkey. Ozzy man in La Casa. What's happening?
Hey Eric, good to see you. We're going to be caveman on you.
Heard from Joe Dirt. I haven't heard from Joe Dirt lately, man. I got mad at him one night and told him to fuck off. Probably wasn't the best thing I ever did in my life, but what are you gonna do? It happens.
Yeah. Everyone's getting a bit heated. I think it's only justifiable with what's going on out there. Maybe
Yeah.
don't take everything to heart, but yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I think everyone's getting worked up.
I've ran quite a few of my friends off over the years. Just being an asshole at times, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got to go on, I guess. So what's going on, Ozzy?
Oh, still looking for a job, mate.
Still looking for it. Dang. It's been like a month now, huh? At least.
I thought I'd go out on the town and start walking around, and there's job ads everywhere. I've never seen it.
But they won't hire
you. I've never seen any small businesses or businesses wanting staff so bad. So I thought I'd walk in a couple of places. I even wanted to. I inquired about volunteering at I don't know if you have them where you are, like Salvation Army stores or St. Vincent de Paul stores. They're like you get secondhand clothes, and they're run by volunteers for the homeless. It's like a homeless store or something.
Yeah, they got those here.
Yeah. So I inquired about that. I said, "Oh, do you need the you know what to work here?" And well, I'll just volunteer. And they said yes. And I said, well, thanks, but no thanks. See you later. So, and I tried it. What's that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I think they've put it on the onus of
this fucking experimental medical experiment that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the government has put the onus on the businesses or
and that's how they do it always.
Yeah. and then the businesses have been
Fascism.
hoodwinked. Yeah, the businesses have been hoodwinked, and they don't really know what's going on. But I did go to a guy that was he was looking for people maybe soon, but he's a music shop, and I play the guitar a bit, and he goes, "Oh, do you teach it?" I said, "Oh, years ago I taught it a bit. I'd done a few music lessons and
You
taught
know
it
what?
to."
Just go in there and lie to them. Say, yeah, I got the. You know what? Fuck it.
No, but this
And
guy
if they ask, oh, I'll say,
um,
okay, I'll bring my paper in later when after, and then just never bring the paper in.
yeah, I
Forget
could,
about it.
but I don't know. I just want to. I don't want to lie about it. I don't
Why
want
not?
to.
Fuck it. I would.
Yeah,
I would just lie
I
about it.
get that.
I wouldn't think twice about lying about it. Fuck
I
them.
get that too. I get that too. Yeah, like, but I don't know. If I get desperate, look, I'll probably get on the internet, get a piece of
And just say, oh,
paper,
I
and
wasn't lying.
send it.
I've been vaccinated. Yeah, I've been
Are we able to
vaccinated
say
many
that on here?
times.
Yeah. Well, if I get desperate, look,
I'm
I'll
honest.
lie. Look,
No, but they say that's specific. Oh, I didn't know. I just thought you meant. I didn't know. Then if just play
yeah,
stupid.
just
I
play
didn't.
dumb. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Everyone else is playing dumb,
And
so why can't I?
yeah, but the problem is they're not playing.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that one business out of, I don't know, there was probably about five businesses that I inquired about. There, one look at the guy from the music store. He said, I don't care if you're not what it. So if I've got some work for you, then I'll let you know. And I got his business card. I gave him my details, and yeah, I'll
There
see
you
if I
go.
can
That
shoot a resume over him. So
sounds like a
I
fun
might get,
place to work.
yeah, like,
Music store.
I'll be teaching most likely school students how to play the guitar if I get
Oh
it.
yeah,
But
you're a
yeah,
guitar
but
player.
look, I play. I used to play, but I'm a bit rusty on it. So like I could probably teach it, the basics, and work from there. And I've got some lesson plans from when I played guitar when I was in school. So I should be able to do that, and at least teach some students how to play the guitar.
Okay,
So
that's cool.
yeah. So look, whatever you learn in life, you can always fall back on. And I thought, oh, well, I'm not really. I can't. I have to have the jibby jabby to get back into my mechanics trade, and I don't really want to kind of do
Same.
that unless I go out on my own. But it's very hard to go out on
Yeah,
your own.
it is. Sure. To do run
So
any business on your own is not easy. I don't think.
yeah, I don't know how anyone can do
They
it
make it
really.
real
Like,
hard. They make it real hard. You got to have this and that, and this insurance and that insurance, and you know,
yeah,
pay all these fees and taxes and fucking licenses and fucking blah 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 blah. Blah, blah. If you're lucky,
yeah,
we'll let you start your business. And I don't know. So it's just not
mm,
easy. There's just no easy answers in this world anymore. They make everything very, very difficult on people. And that's called beating you down until the fucking will to live is gone. You see? And they've been doing that to the human population for a very long time, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. The
yeah,
beat downs are getting more extreme, and which leads to all the homeless people I see out on the streets every day now. People walking around just wondering how the fuck they're gonna get some drugs. That's all they care about is just getting high, and then you see them fucking all conked out on the side of the road. Fucking, the cops
yeah,
just leave them alone. It's all part of the plan. And they want those people there to piss off everybody else. Not everybody. But a lot of people despise those people. You know, they hate fucking the worthless fucking bum homeless. You know, there's people in America that really, really despise them. They hate seeing them in their community. You know, but
I was kind of thinking of becoming homeless and just trying it out.
yeah, it's become a definite lifestyle.
So I could
Because
always be I could always be a panhandler. Just go to local shopping mall and just start spare changing everyone.
good night, bolt gun. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
thanks for
see that
being
there's a
on
lot of them
board.
out there. Like at the gas station I went to the other day, or yesterday, and and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger every week. There's more and more of them out there. They're right there in the nice part of Boulder, and they're sleeping in the park or they're hanging out at the park all day. And it seems like the cops don't really do anything about it. I don't care. I feel bad for them. I don't care if they're hanging out in the park all day in Boulder, but I think they're being allowed to, just as a way of putting it in everybody else's face. The people that really
Yeah.
do despise them.
Well, what do they expect
You know,
when
because they
when
live
everything?
right up the street there in a really nice house that they fucking pay out the ass for, and they don't like seeing these homeless bums fucking sleeping in their park, that they pay taxes for, I could kind of see where they're coming from, but on the other hand, I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the fucking homeless people, and
Yeah. Well, what do they expect?
more than I do
Because
for the people that despise them and wish they would all go die and get off their lawn. But most of the people I know are like that. They fucking despise them. They just despise the homeless with a passion, and they don't even think about they're not very far away themselves from being in that fucking person's shoes. They could be that person real quick. They don't even realize it. But
yeah,
something could happen, and the fucking you know the script could flip, and then it could be them that are fucking living on the street. That's the only way they would understand. Being the other, but they're just. I don't know, and a lot of them are. You know, fucked up drug addicts. And they probably could do better with life, but it's just in this world we're living in now. Once you get to that place, man, it's almost impossible to get back out of it. To pull yourself up out of homelessness
yeah.
like that.
Well, you don't hear of too many success stories of someone that's been homeless,
There
and
are
they've
some,
gotten a bit of a handout and
or just pulled
got back
themselves
on
up
their feet.
by the bootstraps and survived and got off out of it. I mean, it does happen, but I think it's
Yeah, but
harder than it used to be.
it'd be very rare. You'd have to have some sort of financial intervention on someone, and be
Something
able
would
to
have
help
to
them out.
happen. Yeah. So now, once you get to that point in life, it's really hard to get back out of it. You probably ain't got much longer to live, man. A lot of them end up on drugs, and a
Yeah,
lot of them die, and you just never. They don't talk about it.
you
You know.
know, with me, I'm too scared to take drugs. Even if it's somewhat medicinal, even if it's cannabis or something. Or, Mary Jane. Like I tried it when I was in the States. Some edibles and you know mainly just edibles. I think it was. I tried one of those little brownies and all that. They're mainly edibles. But didn't really do much. But I don't know if it was potent or anything. But like, I don't want to try, especially now that I've got a lot of time on my hands. I generally try and read and get as much information what we're going through as much as I can.
Uh-huh.
I think drugs is probably the worst thing to be on right at the moment. You need a bit of a clear head, but look, I don't, like with cannabis, like it's more of a natural thing. So, go right ahead if you've got it. I don't judge you if you're that way
No, I
inclined.
don't
But
judge
yeah,
anybody for doing anything. I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
But,
no
but
I
with,
think
with me,
no
with me,
drug should be
yeah,
illegal at all.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
they should
I really think
legalize
they
it
should
all.
all, there should be no such thing as illegal drugs. You know, if people are going to do drugs and kill themselves, it's going to what they're going to do. It
Yeah, well,
happens whether they're legal or not.
well, let
They do all
nature run.
this. They got all these people sitting in prison and punished. And they say it's all for the good, for their own, for the good of society. It's bullshit.
Yeah, but let nature take its course. If you're
The
going to
war
kill
on
yourself
drugs
with
is a
drugs, well,
fucking
let it.
war on the human race. It's a war on humanity. You know, throwing people in prison for drug offenses is fucking wrong.
Well, that's how the prison systems make money. That's how they're still in business. It's the prison system or the police industry. It's an industry. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
sure is. It's for
yeah,
pride. It's all done on purpose. All this
they
shit
get
was
money
planned.
from prisons.
They purposely did all this, man. They knew that they could control people with drugs. They knew that this is it's pretty obvious. They know human behavior, and they made drugs illegal on purpose just to see what we're seeing now. What we've been seeing our whole lifetimes, the war on drugs, you know, and it's horrible, man. It's really it's a medical problem, and to treat it as a criminal problem is fucking evil. But these people are evil, man. These scumbags that run our justice system and shit, they're evil motherfuckers, and they like to punish people. And they like to see people suffer, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
There, I said it. It's not just about the money. It's also about they enjoy suffering. They love to see people suffer. It's like a drug to them. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, there are entities in this world who feed off human suffering, in my opinion, and that's why there's so much of it going on. 'Cause they got to
Yeah.
have it. It's what narcissists feed off of. It's what fucking psychopaths feed off of. And a lot of other different kinds of entities, you might say, that benefit from human suffering. Vampires and shit. Yeah, these things are all real. We used to think they
Yeah.
were all fiction as characters. Not anymore, man. Vampires are fucking real. There's blood sucking vampires out there.
Well, they've written books on
They're way
vampires.
worse than the vampires in the movies. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Way worse than the movies. These people are really, really fucking horrible. Hey, Pieman's here with me. Can't get StreamYard linked. Oh, really? Well, what's up, Pieman? Having technical difficulties. That's why I was gone last week. My internet was fucked off. My internet was out all last weekend. From Friday to Monday, I had zero fucking internet whatsoever. So yeah, I think that's another thing coming down. They're going to start more and more taking out the internet, maybe gradually to a partial blackouts of the internet, I think. And like I said earlier, there's going to be all kinds of fucking energy problems here this winter in the United States. This winter, we're going to be paying out the fucking ass, literally, to stay warm this winter. Plan. These fucking evil, fucking blood sucking vampires are going to double the price of natural gas is expected to double this winter. I mean, it's insane. You know, that'll be $600 a month to heat my house. You know,
Yeah, well, there's a gas field just off the coast of Victoria, right near between Victoria and Tasmania, and they won't tap any of those, any more of it, or they do and they send it off to China. We've got the best coal reserves in Australia, and they've shut down all the coal-fired power plants, and they're saying that we've got an energy crisis. But
that's what they're doing, and they're purposely creating this energy crisis and just making it impossible for people to survive. They're paying $6 or $8 a gallon for gas, fucking double prices for natural gas to heat their house. You know, who knows how much they're going to raise the price of electricity, you know, and everything else. Yeah, it's a fucking war. What can you say, man? You know, as I keep calling it.
Well, war, I'm just saying,
economic warfare. There's no fucking doubt about it. And they just blame it all back on us. It's all our own faults for living. It's great. It's a great fucking scam they got going, right? Blame it all on man-made climate change. It's just beautiful. Greta would be fucking proud. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all, you know, when you know it's all fucking garbage and they're doing it all on purpose. And then you see the majority of the population just fucking believes it. It's frustrating.
Yeah, you've probably got technology to get rid of the wheel. You don't even need the wheel anymore. Like,
oh my god, there's so many things. We could all have free energy. We could all have free energy, but they just don't want it that way.
Free energy, you can get it like, you know, Nikola Tesla, you know, got free. He had wireless electricity. He had
the world is nothing but fucking energy, man. It's all about converting it into the energy you want to use. But you know, it's all hidden from us.
Why can't we? Why can't we use it? You know, why can't we get?
They wanted us to pay for every fucking thing.
Well, even the 6,000
for free in this world. Okay.
What about the 6,000 patents that they've got in top secret in you know, with all, you know, like they've got 6,000 top secret patents that they've never released. You know,
we could have free energy. We could have a cure for cancer, but they don't want any of that shit. That shit all exists. But they're not going to.
Well, they had a cure for cancer about 110 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to that.
All they got things to cause cancer.
Was that Ray guy? Was that?
They'll give us plenty of things to cause cancer, but nothing to cure it.
Yeah. There was this guy about 100 years ago. His name was Ray. I can't remember what his name is. Ray Wraith. I think his name was Ray Wraith or something. Raymond Ray or something. Raymond Wraith or something. Apparently he invented some sort of a sound device or frequency device that got rid of cancer cells.
Well,
so he put you in a room and you know, in this frequency chamber and turned it on, and you got.
Imagine that would be true, man. There's a frequency that would destroy it. Everything can be destroyed by a frequency. You know, they just want to concentrate on they just want to develop the frequencies that kill us, make us go insane.
All the
radio. They don't want us to have frequencies that help us. They only want us to have frequencies that destroy us and make us go mad.
Yeah, well, even there was this van parked out in Canberra, which is our capital, and there was a video recently going about how there was a guy there videoing it, and he goes, "What the hell are you guys doing here? What the fuck are you guys doing here?" And they're all like defense personnel, and he's like, "Oh, what's this here?" And they didn't answer, and then he goes, "Oh, this is a energy weapon. What do you guys got an energy weapon here?" And he's telling them to fuck off and everything. It was funny as, and then all of a sudden the cops come and start questioning him and asking for his name. He's like, "I'm not giving you a name. Have I caused a crime? Have I, you know,
Mm-hmm.
ever caused a crime or whatever,
Right.
I don't have to give you a name. So, yeah. So, yeah, like, it's getting pretty, like, look, I was pretty bored the other day, so I had to, I went to the, I had to hock a couple of, old Nintendo games at the store. So I went there and then I got what I wanted, and then, I walked back and I had a meeting, an impromptu meeting with one of my local, members of parliament. And yeah, I secretly recorded it in my pocket, my phone in my pocket. Just like I didn't record, I just recorded the voice, right? So he and I had a discussion for about 20 minutes. I put it on Odyssey, and if anyone wants to listen to it, but I discuss how I can't even find a job, and I don't want the jab, but and this guy, this MP, he's like, "Why don't you get the jab for?" And I said, "Well, I don't want it. I don't need it. It's not up to my
I'd
employer
rather
to."
die.
Yeah, yeah. I said, "It's not my. It's not." I said, "Is my employer my doctor?" And he didn't say anything. He couldn't say anything. I said, "Well, there's your answer."
But the way they like to spin it back around on you, well, you're putting everybody else in danger. God, I hate that.
Yeah, but I said to him, "Well, you're not even wearing a mask, mate." He wasn't even wearing a mask. I said, "You should be wearing a mask if you're that worried."
If you don't wear a mask and you don't get jabbed, you want to kill everybody's grandparents. What's the matter with you?
And I said to him, "Mate, if the news told you to wear a mask, you'd wear it instantly, you know." Whereas myself, I would say no, I wouldn't want a mask in 2 years. Look, I lied a bit. I probably was a bit scared at first, so I did maybe wear a mask, right, for work. But that was only because my supervisors were being real dicks about it, and I didn't want to lose my job. So, it was a bit of a tough time, but what are you going to do? But eventually I got a mask exemption. I knew how, I looked into the mask exemption laws, and I was able to get a mask exemption. So,
And even still, they still want to be a dick about it.
yeah, they always do anyway, like, no matter what you do.
Yeah, damn, I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
Pray that it doesn't happen again, and at least that much.
Yeah, well, I hope that they don't clamp down either.
The mask situation.
Yeah, I hope that they don't clamp down either, but I'm not sure. Like, I've heard of stories that Australia might be locked down in August again.
Sure. We're hearing about it. To what extent? But yeah, I have a strong feeling that it's a better chance that mask mandates will come back than a chance that they won't.
Yeah, well, I've noticed
by this fall, they're going to start doing mask mandates again. It's going to piss me off, man.
I've noticed a few more people here starting to wear the mask, and every time I see them outside, I tell them to take it off. I said, "You're suffocating yourself." And one guy when I was walking the other day, I was walking down the street. It was a beautiful day, and one guy, he was, different nationality, Indian or something. And he's puffing and puffing, and he's trying to get to his car. He's running to his car for some reason. I said, "Mate, what are you huffing and puffing for? Take off the mask. Take off the mask, and you'd run faster. Take off the mask and you run fast." He goes, "Yeah, you're right." I said, "Mate, how many doses have you had?" And he goes, "Oh, 2." I said, "Mate, don't take any more. You're gonna keel over." He goes, "Yeah, you're right." I said, "Fauci says don't take any more." So,
that whole situation.
I just like to mess with these people. I don't know. I like to mess with these people and just say to them, "Look, But I think I even went to a store the other day when I was trying to hock my games. Right, I went to a trading shop, right, and they had there was this woman there that was working there, and she goes, "Oh, I got the CVIDs last week, and I got it real bad, and I asked her. I said, "Well, how many doses have you had?" She goes, "Oh, 2." And I said, "Stop taking the doses." And she goes, "Oh, I was getting heart palpitations, and I've never had heart palpitations like that. I thought I was going to die. I was going to have a heart attack." And I said, "It's probably," and she goes, "Oh, I've never had it before." I said, "Did you have this before you got the, you know what's?" And she goes, "No, I never had heart problems. It was only when I got the thing, you know." And I said, "Don't take any more of them. See if you can, you know, find a cure for natural remedy. You might have something might be wrong with you, you know, like in your
Crazy.
body. Cure it naturally." That's what I said to her. See if you can cure it naturally. I said, "Get off the fluoridated water. Uh, you know, just try a few things, you know." And she's like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the advice." And then all of a sudden, because people started listening to our conversation in the shop, this woman started saying, "Yeah, I agree with you. It's all bull crap, you know. This past 2 years have been bull crap." And I'm like, yes, it's a sign. Yes, they're coming. They're coming out.
A
They're
certain
coming back.
number of the fucking zombies are waking up.
They're waking up.
Some of them.
Some
Some
of
of
them,
them
but
never.
then they go back to slumber. It's you know, it's a vicious circle. You got to keep at it. But you know, what are you going to do? You plant
Yeah,
the seed. You see the growth.
it's easy to just ignore everything, and just go along to get along,
Yeah, it's obvious. It's too easy to, you know, just to go along to get along. I tend to, you know, some of my methods are a bit out there, and you know, I like to be a bit controversial about things, but
Mm-hmm.
um, you have to be, otherwise people are just going to still, you know,
Gotta try to. I guess you got to try to do something to, you know,
you got to plant that seed, but
you
it
got to
is
do
hard.
what you think is right, to help other people, if you
Yeah,
can, you know,
yeah,
I guess, to a point.
yeah.
I've grown tired of it over the last 15 years, since I really had my, awakening, as they say, or when I basically started to care about what was going on in the world, you know. And most of my life before then, I might have had an idea what was going, but I really didn't pay much attention to what was really going on,
Well,
as
what
you
these
tend to do
people,
when you're a young person, right? People just want
yeah.
to have a good time and not really pay too much attention about what's going on in the world. It's
What,
it's
what, sorry, what these people are experiencing now is like what we experienced maybe 20, or maybe sometimes for the
sometime
older
after
people 30,
after that
30
day
years
in
ago.
September.
Like what they're experiencing is what we've probably felt maybe 20 or 30 years ago when we first discovered what was really going on.
I mean, I had an idea of a lot of it. I mean, I always knew about it since I was a kid. I knew that things were not what they seemed. My parents always told me, shit, like war is for profit of the wealthy. You know, they always told me
What
shit like that, and
what
it's not
woke
what
what
they
woke
tell you. What's that?
what woke sorry, what woke me up was the day in September, but I think it was like it took. I was brainwashed too back then, right? Because
Baby
you know
boy.
I was in like I was in support of us, you know, going to Afghanistan or Iraq or invading, you know, because
I
you
mean,
know they
the
they
first time I
they
was kind of the first Gulf War. Yeah, it was kind of really dumb. The second one, I was like half and half, kind of. I was like halfway to realizing the truth. It took probably till around like 2005 or six where I really started questioning things because of some people that I'd spoken to, you know, that told me some things, and that makes a lot of sense. It's
yeah. Well,
amazing.
I think when YouTube came out, right, like mid 2000s, I think a lot of, like, even myself, like I was totally into the 9/11, or should I be saying 9/11, or the whole day in September thing, and I was actually hoodwinked into believing that it was all real, right, for a while. And I must admit, look, hand on
No,
heart, I was
most people believed it.
most people were, and I am sorry if that's, I'm making a public apology on the record, but but yeah.
G'day.
Yeah, Rottman.
Hey,
Yeah. Me too, man. I was. Most Americans were at that time before the internet really got big. All we had was the TV to tell us everything back in them days.
And the newspaper.
Most people believed everything they were told,
Pieman's here.
like they still do.
hey,
Hey, there's Pieman. What's happening?
Pieman. How are
They took a road trip or what?
Yeah, me and Ken were going on a road trip.
Yeah.
And do the big lap.
The lack
Big
of-
club.
That's awesome.
Count me in.
For some reason, my computer won't let me link onto StreamYard links, but it does on my phone. So I just did a bit of a virus thing and see what's going on. Something's wrong with my browser. Really?
Yep.
Hey, fucking with you.
When that
fucking
day in
with
September happened, it was still the internet was in its infancy. Not everybody had it back then,
Hey,
So the only information we got was what was on the TV, right? Even though it's still, I was like, well, something don't fucking look right here, man.
trust
When
the
they showed
expert. Trust the expert.
they'll show you what happened at the Pentagon. That really, made you scratch your head. What the fuck? You just kind of see the blur and boom. At first it didn't sink in, but now that I think about it, subconsciously my mind was going, "This is fucked up." This is right. The whole thing. Ever since I heard about it, that whole day.
One skyscraper
whole
falling
thing
down in the middle of New York City.
It seemed fucking to add up. I couldn't
One
quite
bullet.
put my finger on it at the time.
Yeah.
Something wasn't fucking right about it at all,
Something
ever.
wasn't right.
Even though it took a long time afterwards to put the whole, puzzle together. It was really very simple, though. Once you got, after you figure it out, it was really doesn't take a fucking rocket surgeon to figure it out. Look at it with fucking, honestly.
Come on, dude. There was a man in a cave. All right, we all know.
Come on.
Hey, I thought it was the man in the cave for a while
they
too.
killed him
Come
one
on.
day and threw his
Come
body
on,
in the
man.
ocean.
I threw his body in the sea in the strict Islamic tradition.
They killed him and threw his body in the ocean like within a couple hours.
I'm following strict Islamic traditions by throwing his body in the sea off the side of a boat. When they live in the desert, it makes perfect sense.
Concrete boots. Don't forget the concrete boots.
Concrete boots, that's right. I saw that. I saw your interaction you had with your local councillor, Ozzy. There, he's a fucking clown, isn't he? What a clown!
Oh yeah.
He knows, and he's a fucking bad liar, mate.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I called him out. So.
You called him out. Yep.
Davey says the event that got us where we are today. Well, it was one of the events. It was the main event. It was like the Tyson Holyfield of events.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't the only one. And there's been a lot of events that have happened since then.
And they called it Ground Zero, didn't they?
On that, right? They had to do that one in order to do all the events that followed.
Yeah, it was the big one. It was the big banana. Yeah.
That was our introduction to the 21st century, really.
It was.
That were telling us, "Welcome to the 21st century, bitches.
Welcome to the new world order,
It's gonna be a good time."
They could have lit some fireworks afterwards or something. They could have lit some fireworks after the collapse.
Look at everything that's happened since. They told us about it beforehand. I mean, looking back in hindsight, right? So many,
so many suggestions in
programming
movies,
things about it.
movies and
They even put out a book that
record
says
covers, cartoons.
that book, The New American Century. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
I've never read it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Something or some kind of paper that some thing that they wrote.
Operation North.
To get us where we're at today,
Yeah, Operation Northwoods, man. That was the plan that they had already installed that they were going to.
But that was just one of them. I think the main event there was planned out since those buildings were fucking built. No doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They built those buildings just for that event.
Yeah, they come down 33.
These fuckers plan things out.
Yeah, 33 years after the soil was first broken. Yeah.
That's how far ahead they plan things out. No doubt in my mind that it was all planned out for way before they built them buildings.
Yeah. We're back online now.
Who knows how long? And these beings that rule the world, how ancient they are and how long they're immortals and possibly,
from the fucking serpent seed, mate.
They have long-term plans that take many generations of human lives.
The seed of Cain.
to
fucking demon fucking seed, the demon people.
Yeah, the lizard people.
Yeah.
We know. They talk about those in the predictive programming too, right?
Hey.
They're always in the cartoons, and it's always a joke, right? The lizard people. They're all throughout.
Yeah.
My whole
They're all
child.
through the universe, aren't they? They're all through the universe in like science
There's
fiction.
lizard
cartoons.
people everywhere, like the Geico lizard that sells us insurance.
Yeah.
One day I was looking at that, I was like, wow. It's not a coincidence that Geico lizard is on there.
Fucking everywhere.
So where are you at, Pieman?
I'm in Ken's caravan, mate.
Where is it at? In what part of Australia?
Oh, he's not far down the road from me, man. He's, it's called Frankston.
So he moved over there. He used to live far away, didn't he?
Yeah, that's where he's moved to, man. He's living with his sister. In the Bronx. Yeah. It's we call it the Bronx. Yeah.
The Bronx. The Bronx of Melbourne.
The Street Act was huge.
Yeah.
It was
Choppers going up in the street every day.
There's not many people who live in this area that follow the law or any rules that they're told to. They just do whatever the fuck they want. But,
it's kind of like
hard rubbish.
It's kind of like where I am.
Yeah.
Or except mine's full of communist houses.
Communist houses.
They wear the mask.
Everybody follows the law. Nobody breaks the law around here.
They say that they don't follow rules, but then they're deep down they're a communist house. So.
I'm not talking about those rules.
I saw this.
Everybody's following those rules, aren't they? Except for the fucking people with brain cells.
Davey says they're very patient with their. So what's next? Their plans. The monkeypox. That's already here.
That's like come and gone.
No, the WHO just declared it a worldwide fucking emergency.
A week ago they did it.
So that's interesting development.
That's how all this shit started, wasn't it? Fucking they announced a worldwide.
Yeah, the WHO announced it first, right?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Yeah.
In reality, if there really is such an illness that is a problem, it would be a result of the experiment.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of people. But they're coming up with all these new ailments with new names and new vaccines and everything because.
And don't have unprotected butt sex. Don't have unprotected butt sex.
Yeah, that's pretty key
with men. Just try not to get horny around Ken or something.
They say they're talking. It's a lot of it's caused by male on male sex, huh? Yeah.
Because then I'm just having a bit of a laugh. I'm not
It's
being.
really weird, huh? On one hand, they promote all this
I love Ken, but not like
homosexuality
that.
is great, but on the other hand,
If the caravan's
they're
rocking,
accusing
don't
them
come
of
and knock it.
spreading disease again.
I love him, but not that much.
Yeah, fair enough. I need to throw a bit of a gay joke. That's not a gay joke. That's an Australian joke.
It sounds like the monkeypox treatment's going to be a real pain in the ass. Isn't it?
He's not gay. He's British.
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 They just sound gay. Yeah. Not all of them, though.
Yeah,
A
they
lot
do.
of the British sound pretty
The
gay.
posh,
but
the posh
doesn't
ones
mean
do sound gay. Yeah. They got their nose
Davey,
stuck up.
Davey boy says you'll wake up with bumps. Yeah,
that.
lumps and bumps, lady lumps.
Ooh.
You'll wake up with lady lumps.
You know what gay men call herpes? Or no, hemorrhoids?
What is
I
it?
don't know.
Speed bumps?
What?
Love bite.
Speed bumps.
Speed bump. Rib for your pleasure.
Bumps. That's just gross.
Well, it's there's so many strange coincidences with this so-called disease as well, because gay men, and they call it monkeypox, and AIDS is supposed to have come from men having sex with monkeys, and gay men having sex with gay men. You know what I mean? It's an exact replica. It's AIDS 2.0. That's what it is. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
really fucking good.
It's like the South Park episode where he goes, "Everybody has AIDS, AIDS, AIDS." It done like an AIDS musical, and it's like like how someone has an aid for like to help them, like a teacher's aid or a nurse's aid or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, Eric, the South Park episode where they sing that song, "Everybody has AIDS, AIDS, AIDS."
That was Team America World Police.
Was it?
Oh,
I thought it was South Park. I can't remember.
AIDS, 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 AIDS. Everyone has AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah!
America,
That was a lot of predictive programming in that movie.
gonna save motherfucking day.
Yeah. That movie was crazy.
That movie was badass.
Terrorists.
Yeah. The whole speech about pussies, dicks, and assholes. That's a classic. And then there's the scene where he fucking pukes for like 5 minutes. The whole alley's like covered in puke.
Never gonna win.
Has anyone seen that? There's a guy on the internet, right? He drinks like old milk, like 2-week old sitting out in the sun. Like the milk is like curdled, right? He drinks it, and then he throws up in a washing machine.
Then he throws up in the washing machine.
Someone should introduce him to yogurt. It's a lot easier. Man.
Oh my god! Where do these?
He goes, it tastes like yogurt, but I can't keep it down. I'm gonna throw it up.
Ken has hair. John Palmer
Is that viral, Ozzy, or what?
I think there's a guy, I can't remember his name. He's an American. I think he's like from Pennsylvania or something. But he does all this stupid food stuff. Like he drinks like, obviously like 2-week old milk and all. If you type in what the description is, like, I don't know, man drinks 2-week old carton of milk or jug of, I think it was like a gallon of milk.
Yeah, I think I trust you. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, I can't remember who. I can't remember what
channel.
channel. He's got a channel on YouTube. He's got a channel on YouTube, but I can't remember what his channel was.
That's awesome.
I think it was like Skippy. If you type in Skippy to Abel or something, I think that's his channel. It's called Skippy to Abel.
Okay.
But he's called something else.
Good luck to him. If that's what you got to do to make money, man, I'll count me out. Okay.
That's fucked, man. To make money, I wouldn't do that. You kill yourself. Like you could probably rip your gullet by doing that shit.
Not until you try it, okay?
Don't knock it.
No, but like vomiting and all that. I hate the.
Maybe
I
you
hate
could
the
try
sort of
selling your
vomiting.
farts in a jar.
I could, yeah. I was seriously thinking about that the other day. Oh, what if I sell my farts in a jar and send? Because I'm getting all these jars. I'm collecting all these jars, these empty pickle jars, and I thought, well, I may as well use them and send them with my farts in them.
Yeah.
You could start a methane reservoir, man. You could run your car on it.
Oh yeah, could do that too.
Just have to, just put a small hole in the lid and, and fucking let the gases run into the fuel system.
Fart in a box.
There's some weirdos out there that would probably want to, buy a grown man's farts.
I should make an only. I should make up an OnlyFans. I should make up an OnlyFans account or something. $500 for a jar of
Vegan
farts.
Farts would be even better.
Get them while they're hot.
Oh yeah, Pieman's a vegetarian. Yeah, shit. That's fucking funny. That's some funny shit, man. Drinking spoiled. That guy gets a lot of views, huh? Drinking spoiled milk.
Yeah, I'd say he would get heaps. I'm trying to remember what his name was.
Probably makes a lot of money on his channel, huh?
Yeah, well, he's obviously tossed, but he's a bit stupid.
Yeah, the most stupid shit is the most popular. That's how the internet works.
Oh, there's another one. There's a guy eating a cactus. If you go, his name's Shoe Nice. Type in Shoe Nice. And he chugs like 100 proof alcohol. Like I think it was I don't know, like what's that stuff that you guys brew over there that's like 100 proof?
Everclear.
In the US.
Moonshine.
Like moonshine, yeah. He chugs like 100 proof moonshine and like in 5 seconds or something, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so drunk. I feel so sick. I think I'm gonna throw up, but I won't. But I feel so dizzy."
Yeah, that's a little extreme, man. Drinking and getting drunk. To
Would you eat a cactus, Eric? Or
you can understand.
Eat a cactus. I don't know.
Yeah, or Pieman, would you eat a cactus?
We paid enough money.
Yeah, I'd want to know that it wasn't going to kill me first.
Yeah. Paid enough money.
I'd have to refer to an expert.
Get a doctor's opinion on it.
You can eat this cactus, but not that cactus.
Yeah.
Oh, there probably are some that you can eat. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but this is with
the
prickles on it.
What do you think about them changing the definition of the word recession?
Oh yeah. Well, they can't describe it.
They just keep, if they don't like something, they just change the definition of the word. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you can't say it anymore. You can't. Recession is a dirty word. You can't say it. It's been banned. You can't say it.
That's amazing, huh? I listen to the public radio, and they won't admit it. Oh, we can't. Well, what are we going to call this?
Dangerous misinformation.
Well, we can't call it the R word because of this and this and this. Look, we got way too many jobs to call this a recession.
We'll call it something else and just pretend it's not that. All right? Just because we trust the expert.
And besides, they changed the definition of the word recession, so technically,
technically, we got to do this.
Technically,
It sounds like they block their nose. They're talking through their mouth. Like blocky noses
especially
talk
since they
through your
changed
mouth.
the definition.
That's what they sound like.
Have you seen
They're
the comedian called Jim Brewer, Eric?
Jim Brewer.
Jim Brower. Yeah, I see it.
What about him?
Brower.
He's got his own YouTube channel, man, and his the last video that he put up, I shared like a snippet from it on my channel. Only a 3-minute video or 2.5-minute video.
Was that his stand up? Was that his stand up thing?
Yeah,
I've seen all of it. I've seen all of it. Funny as.
It's like an hour and 16 minutes or something.
It's fucking funny, man.
He's awesome, man. Fucking awesome, man. Fucking funniest dude, isn't he? Trust the experts. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
He was in that movie. He was in that movie Half Baked. Remember that movie Half Baked? The stoner movie? Yeah, he was in that movie. He's like, we're in trouble, man. Jan, thank you, Jan. I said, who's coming with me?
There's no further up. What's it mean? Yeah. This one's going off, mate.
Yeah, I think Pieman's frozen.
He looks like a hillbilly.
He's the freezer geezer.
Yeah, freezer geezer.
The freezer geezer.
Yeah, because you're at the door. It should be good.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Fuck up. Oh shit. It's starting over to get cool up here. Summer is rapidly coming to an end. Oh,
Hopefully we head into spring soon. We're gonna get some warm weather.
Yeah.
I don't mind the cold. It just gets too cold.
Just it
needs more sun.
Darkness of winter. Hate all the hours of darkness.
Yeah.
And the cold.
I went for a night walk yesterday and it was beautiful. I just put on a podcast, put my earphones in, and there was no one around. And I walked up to the other side of town and there was all these food trucks. And people were there, but no one was walking or walking their dog or anything. It's just too cold. But it's not that cold, like compared to what you guys get, like freezing temperatures. It's pretty. It's not too bad here.
Yeah, it's more like
Benny.
How you going? I'm just talking about this tree behind me. It's just sort of got to fall on the caravan in a strong wind.
Chin's back to himself.
Gigantic tree. I'll show you. Bad signal before.
Bad signal.
Yeah, I heard you guys. I heard you're living in a Faraday cage, Ken. About.
It was, but turned around this way better. But look at this tree. That's one scary tree.
Yeah, we've got a couple of big trees like that.
Hello. Hello.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a lovely day, as you can see. Oh,
yeah, that's pretty stormy.
Bruno. There's Danny walking about. No, Danny. Loves going into it. Yeah, brass monkey weather.
Good weather for that.
Yeah. That's right. So, here we are in the birds.
Raining up there, huh?
Oh, not yet. Looks like gonna.
Yeah, we've got a couple of clouds out as well.
Yeah.
It's actually quite sunny out here. It's weird.
Oh,
I'll show
on the
you.
west side.
On the west side, it's actually quite sunny. I'll show you.
Over near Melbourne, Melbourne sort of area. Yeah, send it over. Yeah, where's the blue sky?
It's not really blue. It's like chemi shit.
Oh, you got.
It was nice.
Kimmy.
It was nicer before.
Yeah, it's sunnier than
Yeah,
here.
when I woke up, it was blue sky.
Don't
I
get much blue sky these
I didn't
days.
get up till 10:30, so I
Just
missed out on
Kimmy shit.
the weather. But yeah, this is look at Annie, look at Annie, Annie. What you doing, Annie? Can't believe she's walking. She was crippled last week.
Yeah.
Eric, yeah, I was going to put her down. The
Oh.
vet said there was nothing they could do. Don't bother going to a chiropractor. That won't help. It's beyond that. It's to do with her cancer. And I took her, she couldn't walk or anything, and took her to a dog chiropractor. And lo and behold, a few days later, she was walking. And then I took her back, and he fixed her hip. First it was her neck, and then it was her hip. And I can't wait to go back to that vet and show how she's walking. And they were wrong, and I'm not going to pay him the $650. Yeah.
Damn.
Ken,
And
get yourself some of
the guy
this.
the guy I went to, he charged me $20.
Nice.
He should have got the $600.
Yeah, vets are fucking awful,
He
man.
saved me dog's life,
Ken,
And I found a good vet. Yep, don't worry, that's what she's on. She's on the turmeric. Yeah. No, she likes it.
So-
I'll give it turmeric tablet.
subscribe to Prep Ozzy on YouTube. He's sponsored by this company that does dog treats. They're turmeric-based dog treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And they're supposed to be good for your dog. So
I've got turmeric.
I'll have to look into that.
yeah, I think the company's based in Queensland, but I'd say there should be one in America, maybe. Hopefully,
Sure, there must be.
Well, it has to be.
Sounds good.
Yeah, might help.
I give her turmeric tablets, and we put turmeric in the dog food,
Yeah,
Someone
dogs can have a curry.
See, I
Dogs
didn't
can have a
bother.
curry.
I didn't think she'd eat it, but I was having some myself one day, and I dropped a pill on the floor, and she ate it. So I gave her another one. Yeah, she loves them.
I heard this turmeric's really.
So does Bruno.
Heard a lot of good stuff about turmeric.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind some CDB or well. It's going to take a bit of searching. Yeah. It's a little bit difficult making it. You got to have a lot. And, process. Rice cooker. Pure alcohol. You got to put it through all these processes. Then you finally get the black, thick stuff. Yeah. So, I was going to make a cup of.
Very good. Yeah, I'll take over. You pass me the baton.
So what's up? You still working at the Trust Factory, Pieman?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, cruising along. I had to lay down the law, man. I was getting harassed by a manager, an office worker, and a guy that had been there about 2 months. And harassed, like fucking. The manager, the second day I was back, he pulled me up and said after my first day of work that I hadn't made enough production, even though I worked with someone else. And I haven't been at work for 8 months, and I haven't worked in production for like 6 years. And I busted my ass, and I was like, mate, I just come back, give me a chance. I don't know what you're talking about. I busted my ass. I'm working with him. What are you talking about? So that happened, and then an office worker had a go at me because he's in charge of fixing problems, and I think it was my second day back. I was asked to fix some trusses, some floor trusses. They had to be modified, to change the plans, So I had to shorten one side, So I started doing that, and then anyway, cut a long story short, we didn't end up fixing them. We just had new ones cut for us, and we built them, me and the other guy, first thing in the morning, and everything was done perfectly. Right? And then a week later, this fucking office worker that I've known for fucking 18 years, that I used to work with, I used to help him all the time, take deliveries out, make sure that, jobs got the material they wanted and they got everything done perfectly, you know what I mean? I never let him down in 8, The whole time I was working with him, probably working with him for like 6 years in transport, Anyway, he claimed that, I'd made a mistake and had a go at me in the middle of the factory. And I said, we didn't make any mistakes, mate. You can go and check whatever you like. He goes, where are the other trusses? I said, down the back of the yard. Let me know. Anyway, he goes, finds out that I hadn't made any mistakes. And then instead of walking back past me, he walked all the way around the factory to avoid me. And now he doesn't fucking even look at me anymore. So he's definitely got a fucking stick up his ass. But anyway, fucking. And then, the dude that I was working with fucking flipped out, started getting, he was always like moody and fucking aggressive, And I'm fucking always trying to keep up and work hard and fucking, get everything fucking done as fast as possible because he's got fucking a production target he's got to make, when you've got 2 people working on that jig. So it was like, we've got to get this target, we've got to get the target, I'm still going to get the target. And fucking, that's all he talk about all fucking day, Yeah. And, and I said, well, we do what we can do, mate, that's what it is. Anyway, he fucking slipped out at me and, 2 weeks ago on a Friday. And I was just like, I thought about it all weekend, man, and I can make videos about it. And, I went on a Monday morning and I said, fucking, went to the workstation, said, how you going? Wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't look at me, nothing. So
Jeez.
I just picked up my shit, went into the office, went to the fucking supervisor on the floor and told him I can't work with this dude. And I told him everything that had happened in the first 2 weeks I'd been back. And I said, I'm not going to put up with this shit. And I said, I don't have any faith in the union anymore. I won't be fucking contacting them to fucking fix any problems. I said, I'll just go fucking over your head. I'll just go to the manager. I don't give a fuck. So you sort it out. I'm not working with you. And since then, I haven't had a problem. And everybody's been nice.
That's good.
Isn't that funny?
Just had to have a little drama, man. What are you going to do?
Well,
it's all good. It's all good now, man. I sorted it out. I'm not putting up with anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty bad that you had to put up with that shit, man.
Yeah, well, they're all about a respectful workplace and fucking they got signs everywhere because there's been issues before, People have fucking had arguments in the middle of the factory. One dude who used to be a supervisor just fucking walked out. He fucking had an argument with the other supervisor and just said, "Fuck this, I'm going."
Yeah.
And then they put up all these respectful songs, respect your workmate signs everywhere. Fucking anger and hate, fucking it won't be tolerated. Or they've got all these signs everywhere. Or try and keep everybody in line.
Yeah, it's tough enough to work every day and not have to fucking.
But man, I was fucking
not get along with your work with your.
When you get that fucking. Sorry, man. When you get that negative fucking energy feeling, comes over you, man, and you get stressed, and your fucking heart rate goes up, and you feel fucking on edge and stressed. It's not good, man. I don't like it.
No, it's very unhealthy.
Yeah.
See, I had that happen years ago to me. I was a young worker, and I had my manager just absolutely scream at me. Like I probably fucked up a few times, but what are you going to do? Like I was only a young bloke, and in the end, I remember I cut myself on a bit of steel. I cut my thumb on a bit of steel, and I had to get compensated for that. So, and then I left soon after, and it was my thumb, my right thumb. I can't feel a certain part of my right thumb.
No.
It's got permanent nerve damage. But this guy was an absolute tyrant, and I just I didn't even go near that business. The business is in my town, but it's like a steel. I was working at a steel factory,
Yeah.
cutting steel and all that. But
I
it
think I
was
know.
just
I
bad.
think I know where it is, man. That's on the fucking main road, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just off the freeway.
I
Yeah,
know it. I know.
he's
I know that. Dude. Yeah.
yeah, he's a bit of a cunt, that guy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I used to drive past there all the time doing deliveries, man. Yeah.
I might have recognised you. I might have recognised you in the truck. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have been a young bloke working there.
Oh no, I never
was-
went in. I never went to the business. I used to drive past.
Oh, you used to drive past it, okay.
Yeah.
Because we had a delivery driver as well, and he had a bit of a beard as well.
Nah.
But he was on
really.
a semi. He was on a semi. He had a big truck. He was on a semi.
Yeah.
You know.
I was only in a light truck.
Yeah, that's right.
4.5 tonner.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like everyone. I'm not trying to minimise what you went through, but yeah, it's rife everywhere, man. It's shit.
I think they can get away with whatever they like. Mate.
Yeah, and especially now. Yeah, unions are useless, but especially now they're virtue signalling with all this,
Exactly.
nonsense about, they're probably vicious at you because you didn't get the, what, and you've come back to work.
That's why. Yep.
Yeah, they're just jealous, man. So just keep your head up and just try. I don't know, just try and do your best.
Oh man,
I don't know what more to say.
I just don't deal with bullshit. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't come to work to get fucking stressed out and harassment. You know? That's not part of my job description. Sorry.
How many days are you doing there? Like, are you on there full time or?
Yeah, full time. Man. Yeah, my employment never ended, man. I just wasn't able to work. You know?
Yeah. No, that's good. You're back at it, and good on you for it. Like with me, I didn't really stay in a job long enough. I probably should have stayed in a job long enough to be able to go back. But even if I did that, I think
some people still couldn't go back to work because it's up to the company, you know, whether they
it's really. Yeah, and a lot of companies that I used to work for were like major corporations, and they were just really bad people, you know. So
yeah, well, apparently Bunnings is all right then because they let me back.
Yeah.
You got to have an income, man. If you don't have an income, you're fucked, don't you? You can't pay for the roof over your head or food or fucking anything.
Yeah, lucky I'm on this support pension, but you know I want to get something as well. I want to get a bit of a job happening and even part time, just a supplement. Because I had a look at it, and my mortgage has gone up, and you know I'm barely able to meet like to make make bank on everything every year.
Life's getting harder for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I'm staying above water. I'm just saying that every bit counts, I guess. So.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be 100% relying on the government anyway. But that's how we got into this mess.
Yeah. Well, I don't like the idea of getting any benefits from it, but like if I can, then I will.
You got to live.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's better than being out in the street. I'd rather be, have a roof over my head. But yeah.
Yeah, I just like to, I think about it all the time, man. I'm going to make a video about people who are relying on the system, you know what I mean? Because, it's not going to end well. If you don't follow the rules, it's not going to end well.
Yeah.
It's depressing. Why does life got to be like this?
We've been railroaded. And then, when all this shit starts up again, man, you know that the masks are coming back, and then there'll be lockdowns, and then there'll be another mandate,
Yep.
What's it like over your side of town?
Go on.
What's it like in your side of town, Pieman, and even Ken? Like with with people wearing them again.
Yeah, it's starting to happen, man. But
what's the percentage? What's the rate? What's the rate of the percentage?
It's low.
Slow.
slow.
Yeah,
It's
same.
slow in my work. It's slow, and look, I don't really go shopping when I go out much. But I'm starting to see more people wearing them. It might be like
Yeah,
10%. Maybe.
same here. You know what? I went out for a walk, right? And I seen this. I don't know, 2 couples or 3 couples. They were walking. They must have been walking to a pub or a nightclub or something like that. And one of them was wearing a mask. I'm like, you idiot.
I saw that this morning, man. Before I left, there was a lovely Asian couple walking along hand in hand, and the lady had a mask on, and the bloke didn't. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so romantic.
Yeah, a lot of. I had to pull up a few people up the other day when I was walking, and remind them that the masks don't work and Fauci was wrong.
Yeah. Well, he actually
They don't
changed his
care.
mind. If people paid attention, they would have heard him say that masks don't work. Originally, remember, they weren't necessary.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think these people that are wearing masks are the kind of people that are like anti-human. You know, they believe everybody around them is filthy, and
I just hate breathing.
they just hate breathing.
yeah, it's safe breathing.
I don't know. It's just a theory.
But my work's crazy, man. Look, one of the reasons why they let me come back to work, I reckon, as well. I mean, there's no policy stopping me, but they've got a big issue with keeping people on the floor because everybody's at home with COVID. And they're all getting paid.
Yeah,
And they have no symptoms.
Yeah, there's
They
like
test positive.
7 to 10 people absent every day. So
Oh, really?
Wow.
Do they have? Do they test? Do they have testing?
Yeah, they test at work. They've all got tests at home.
Do they? Is it like mandatory to test?
No, it's not mandatory.
Fuck no. Some places it is, I think.
Yeah, there'd be a problem if it was, man.
That's how they keep the case demic going.
That's right.
That's why they keep their numbers, because they keep forcing people to take fucking tests.
I've had all the jabs and I've had the coup 5 times. You know, I reckon they're going to start handing out merit badges, man. Like,
you hear all these people that claim that the you know what has never actually been isolated.
Yeah. There's that small problem. Yeah.
You know, if you believe that, then how the hell do they know about different variants? You know, unless they're pulling it out of their assholes.
Well, apparently, man, I heard on the grapevine that the current tests that the people are using can't detect the new strains, so they're no good.
No.
They're no good. You've got to throw them all away and get new ones.
I mean, yeah, there's just so many.
Hey, what
things.
about landfill? What about all the tip? It's going to go to the tip.
It's all good for the environment, mate. You know.
There's so many things that they do that just don't make any sense at all, does it?
The fish love wearing masks too. You know?
That they say, yeah, the fish love because there's so many in the water.
I got my Wally pop.
Yeah, your Wally pop. Yeah.
Wally pop.
Yeah.
I wonder how many masks they're finding as Lake Mead dries up.
Oh, it's terrible.
Dead fish with masks on their face.
Yeah.
Dead fish. Octopus with a mask on its face. Turtle with eating all these masks, and they're like, what about the people that are like, save? What about the people that are
digestive systems?
What about the people that are like, save the turtle? What about the people that are like, save the turtles? They're all going to be eating all these stupid masks.
That's right, man. There's no common sense. No, it doesn't have to make sense, does it?
Because it all looks like plankton to them.
Yeah, if it was such a deadly disease, man, fucking, there's no way known the masks would be going into landfill and rivers and creeks and oceans, and people would just throw them out the window and leave them on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I rang up my local council and I said, "What are you going to do about these masks on the ground? Clean it up."
It's a biohazard. You're going to kill us all.
I should say it's a fire hazard because it could end up being a fire hazard.
Biohazard.
Oh, I thought you said fire hazard.
No, biohazard.
It could be a fire hazard too in the summer.
No, good go.
Definitely think it's more of a detriment than it is a help to people, right?
And what happened to the biohazard bins? They
That's
never,
what I'm
they never.
saying, man. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Medical
Yeah, I
waste is
know.
supposed to go into a biohazard bin, and it's supposed to be incinerated. Yeah, burnt. Yeah.
Biohazard bin.
It's fucked.
Yeah. If it was real, if it was reality.
Yeah, but that's. I was even an OH&S officer at my old job, and I was writing that down. I was going to suggest it in the meeting and say, well, where's the bio? I think I even said it once. I said, well, where's the bio? Can we get biohazard bins? And all they did was get another pissy little bin from Kmart and put a biohazard sticker on it, and that was it.
And then they got thrown in the landfill.
I'm like, that's not
What do you
right.
mean?
That's just going to go to landfill. Is it going to be incinerated or what? You know, I didn't ask that question because I was too afraid to. So I knew I was going to get pummeled. Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. You know.
Well, no, it's a health and safety issue if it's a real biohazard.
Yeah, but
Real.
no one listens to me.
Hmm.
None of these
I'm sorry,
NPC
I'm sorry,
robots listen to me.
I'm sorry. We don't like your kind of health around here.
Your health directives.
Dare you not trust the science?
How dare you?
Science is settled.
How dare you not? How dare you?
How dare you not trust the science?
How dare you?
Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you got to watch
You
that Jim
stole
Brewer,
my
man.
childhood.
You got to
You
watch that Jim
stole my
Brewer.
childhood.
Stolen my childhood.
I'm using
I should be
Jim
in school
Brewer.
right now.
I'm using Jim Brewer's lines, man. There, I love him. He's good. It's like, I know a doctor.
No, it's not.
My doctor told me it was the best thing I could do to protect myself, and he's an expert. Are you a doctor? I don't think you're a doctor.
Where did you get your degree?
He does his routine, man. It's like right at the start, and he does a. Oh man, it's funny as fuck. I'll do the best I can to impersonate him, but
Yeah.
he said he acts like he takes off like a cockatoo. He calls them the news cockatoos, and he's like, "Trust the experts, ah!" like that. And then he does like a walrus fucking begging for a fish, right? For the people who got bribed. That's right. Who wants to go to the ball game? And he's like, he's like waving his arm around like he says, "Wave your flipper." And it's like like that. and he goes, "Boink! There you go. There's your chab. Off you go to the ball game. Who wants to ever work again? Boink! That's for you. Who wants their time to have an education? Boink! That's for you. You know.
Yeah, and he gets away with saying all that. That's crazy.
He fucking just gives it to all the. And the funny thing is, man, the camera pans to the audience occasionally.
They're all laughing.
For most of the show, they're showing this one section of the crowd, and they're fucking not clapping. They're not happy, man. They're like, this guy's fucking. He's giving it to us because they've all fucking obviously had it. You know? And then by the end, he gets a standing ovation, man. Everybody stands up and fucking claps and cheers, man. Everyone. At the end of the show.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
it's really good, man. You've got to watch it. I'm surprised it's even allowed on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's happening is that they have to have some sort of disclosure about what has gone on, but it's a bit harsh. But you know,
You got to go in the house. It's a bit warmer.
Kenny's back.
It's very mockingly.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah. We just got to
They
go
can
in.
get away with telling the truth if they're mocking it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this guy's he's on the money, man. And
They're mocking people,
he,
pointing
he,
out how stupid they all are.
yeah, he's trying to
like that
help people, man. But it's probably too late for most of them.
Have you seen Jim Brower? He does like an impression of AC/DC, the lead singer of AC/DC.
For those about to rock, yeah.
Yeah. For those about to rock.
That's how he wants. That's how he wants his funeral to go, man. He wants to be fired out of a cannon.
Yeah. Blasted out of a cannon. That was fucking hilarious. He goes, instead of putting me in a grave, put me in a cannon and blast me off.
And it's going to be over a lake, and there's going to be pointed in the general direction of the kayakers just to freak them out. And then the cannon's going to be moving around left to right, and the kayakers are going to be even more freaked out. Oh no, it's pointed at us now. Go the other way.
And then AC/DC, for those about to rock, is going to be playing in a
that's the song. That's the song. Hey, I agree with him. I don't want to know about funerals either, man. I just want to be fucking dumped in the woods.
He goes, when it says fire, I'll be blasted out of the cannon. Fire! Boom! Salute you!
Bits of me flying everywhere. People in the head.
Fire! Boom! We salute you!
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Brian Johnson. He goes, when I spoke to Brian Johnson, he was all like this. He does an impression of him.
Yeah, no, he's good, man.
Yeah.
That was bad too bad.
He does remind me a bit of Jim Carrey.
Who's that?
It reminds me of Jim Carrey a little bit in the way he can, change characters midstream, man, and talk to himself as another person.
He was a bit of an unknown. He was a bit of an unknown for a while, that guy.
Yeah. I think I've heard of him, but I've never watched him before. Yeah. It just came in my feed, man. I went, fuck, this is brilliant. This guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine that. Just showed up in your feed.
Modern day George Carlin, man. That's what I compare him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yep.
I kind of. Well, he said that he's been traveling on the plane, so I reckon he got the you know what. I reckon he got the you know what anyway. But maybe he was trying to appeal to other people that didn't get it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's got it. The way he talks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
But his comedy is good. I like his comedy. It's much better than a lot of these other comedians these days. So.
Yeah, they're all fucking. Nobody wants to offend anybody. That's part of his routine too.
Yeah.
Because your assholes are just too tight. It's like when you fill up a balloon and you just let the air out really slowly. It's like.
It's like a balloon when you let some air.
There's a little bit in it too.
It can really annoy somebody with that noise on.
But you're right that the liberal left kind of do sound like that when they talk,
Hey, good to see you back, Eric. Anyway, man, thought something happened to you last week. I feel like you must be working full time.
Yeah. Well, last week my internet was down.
Yeah.
All fucking weekend long.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's not true.
Technical difficulties.
Was it just where you were, man? Was it just you, or was it?
No, it was like everybody who has the same internet provider that I do in this area. Yeah, went out. A lot of people lost their internet for the whole weekend.
Well,
I'm thinking, it's probably going to become more of a trend in the future.
Yeah. Now they've got everybody hooked on it, relying on it.
Shut it off. Put you in the dark. I've been predicting it for a while now that the internet's going to go down to one degree or another, definitely not be
I
what
want
it
to remove
is
anybody who
or
doesn't
what
fucking
it
agree with
was.
the. If you don't agree with the agendas of the day, you'll be removed. Yeah.
I think that's how it is in China. You can't use the internet if you don't have enough social credit, right? Of
Yeah, I'm
course.
already. My social credit's already bankrupt, man.
I know. I'm fucked when that
I'm
comes
in the
through.
negative. I'm in the negative.
You just have to find a way around it, right? The system.
Fuck that.
You know, use the internet.
I'm not playing that game, man.
hmm
Got to earn points. You have to
So,
be good.
at least, after you go down for a few days, you learn that, you can't live without the internet. It sucks.
You can, but yeah, it's good to have a bit of peace too, man. Do something else. Get your
Uh-huh.
mind off things.
I
Got to see
got
the
more work
positives.
done around the house and shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Because I
Got to
was
make a
bored.
positive out of a negative.
Couldn't just sit down and watch videos or,
Yeah.
play internet poker or whatever to do to kill time.
When I lost all power, man, to my house for like 3 days, man, it was blissful, man. It was nice. Like, yeah, it wasn't winter, in there. Yeah. 3 days, no power. Yeah, no, that sucked. Yeah, no, no, that's all good. Yeah,
Yep. So, yeah, I think something that, it's good to just to get away from it for a few days for sure.
yeah.
Just realize the world goes on without it. You got to
Yeah.
listen to I listen to the radio. You just got to hear what they're saying on the radio and then twist it up 180 degrees and
It's
turn it
not like
upside down.
it's not like we ever click on our feed, man, and see a video telling us that someone's lied to us again. It's not like a big shock, is it? It's like, what? More lies? Really?
I
Geez, that's
watched, I
unusual.
watched all my old DVDs that I haven't watched since the last time the internet went out.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch those movies every few years. It
I can
seems
definitely feel. I definitely felt a difference, man, with no Wi-Fi, man. No power. It was like
Mm,
back to nature, man. Sitting outside with the birds and the trees and that.
maybe so.
Yeah.
Just turn it off. You notice
We'll
you
just
feel better.
go to the power box and just turn off your electricity from the mains. Just turn it off. Go to the box.
Yeah, you
Turn
notice
it off.
you notice it right away when the power goes off. I do.
Mm.
Hear that background buzz.
Yeah, man. There's that
Your
noise.
mind
Yeah, that's it. The buzz.
driving you mad.
Yeah.
I think
The
That's probably
alternating current buzz.
Probably
some
where the
kind of
E-ring comes
frequency
from,
that
man.
the electricity puts out through the wires and shit that
Yeah.
affects your body whether you realize it or not.
Yeah, I reckon smart meters create that ringing noise.
It's even worse now, but just the electricity itself creates something, and then all the other
Wi-Fi
shit
too,
they add
man.
with it.
Wi-Fi is a weapon. Most people use Wi-Fi.
I've heard that they can actually put dirty electricity in your house. Is what fucking
Yeah.
it puts out a frequency of electricity that it's not healthy for you.
Yeah. That's probably exactly what the smart
Purpose,
meters
these
are
fucking
tuned to.
scumbags.
That's what they tune the smart meters to, man, to disturb you, keep you on edge.
Horrible what they do to the human race, isn't it?
Yeah. Keep you in a constant state of fear and panic, so then they can convince you of anything.
It's all done secretly. They don't tell you what the fuck they're doing. They just bombard you with all this fucking frequency and shit.
Yeah.
And make you want it. Everybody's walking around with their fucking tracking device in their pocket, putting out all kinds of frequencies right into their bodies.
Yeah.
Nobody seems too concerned about it.
Yeah, women keep their phone in their bra, and then they wonder how they got breast cancer.
And men keep it right by their testes, right?
Yeah.
Pocket. Who knows what it's doing? Most people hasn't bothered me much at all. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah.
Who knows? They believe that it's safe.
I walk into my lunchroom, man, and there's 4 microwaves going, man, at the same time.
You just,
It's like, fucking let me out of here, fuck.
I don't even have a microwave anymore, man.
I can't believe people are still that just have no fucking idea of what's going on in the world, man. They all fucking do everything wrong, man.
My last microwave died, and I said, "Fuck it, I ain't getting another one."
I tell people all the time, don't use microwaves. It's a fucking weapon.
I know. Look what it does to the food. It makes it hot. What do you think it's doing to you?
Yeah.
No,
You're getting cooked from
only
the
if you're
inside
inside
out.
of the chamber there.
Yeah, you're getting cooked from the inside out too.
I haven't had microwave in the 80s.
Like
Yeah.
that. It was said on that episode of South Park where he kept putting his balls right by the fucking microwave so he would get testicular cancer.
Randy.
And he got his balls swelled up like fucking balloons.
And he's bouncing on his balls. He's bouncing on his balls.
Like a hippity hop.
Yeah, hippity hop on the ball. He's nuts that.
Yeah, that was a classic one. That was a classic South Park there.
Yeah, they got a mock.
There's got to be some truth to it. There's got to be some truth to it.
People can't work out they're being mocked, but
Yeah.
He's coming right for us.
He did all that just so he could buy weed legally.
all right. So
Remember-
you get
remember-
That was back when they only had medicinal marijuana here in Colorado.
Remember on
gonna find a way to get cancer so then I can get my weed.
remember on the early episode of South Park, and I think it was that kid's uncle, Kyle's uncle. What was his name? And he's got his mate Ned. You know, the guy from Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah. And it's like, we get new regulations. New regulations say that we have to say they're coming right for us because all the greenies want to get rid of us. They want to get our guns. So we're gonna have to say when we're shooting, we're gonna have to say they're coming right for us. He's coming right for us. Boom.
Yeah.
Even when it's not coming right for them, they just shoot this like little rabbit. It's coming right
Never
for
moves.
us. Boom.
You left me no choice. I had to shoot.
I think it's that volcano episode or something.
hilarious. The volcano was going, yeah. That was an old one.
Yeah, it's about
That's
20
come a
years.
long way since then. So I don't
Your
know.
Marklar can come out with our Marklar, and we can Marklar.
I don't even watch it anymore, man. It's
So stupid.
me off with the fucking.
Oh, they've
pandemic
gone
special.
woke. They've gone woke now, haven't they?
It pissed me
Yeah,
off
I
with the
don't like
pandemic
it, yeah.
special, and then the V word special, had the vaccination special. It's just, after that, I quit liking South Park anymore.
I only watch the early stuff. I like their early stuff. I don't really like what they're doing now, but
I haven't seen it lately. Yeah, I'm sure it's still hilarious. And plus, it's such a hassle to watch it now. You gotta have the right fucking internet connection.
Oh,
You gotta have like Paramount fucking garbage or whatever.
you got to sign up
Yeah.
for some bullshit.
I
You gotta
unsubscribed
sign up
from.
and
I
subscribe.
got free Paramount.
Give them your
I got
email
free Paramount
address.
for a month.
Pay
I
you
unsubscribe.
pay subscription for some to get the new fucking
Yeah, if
episodes.
you don't pay the money, you don't get to see shit.
Fuck it, man. I don't need it.
I got it for free last month. I just watched Beavis and Butthead, and then I got a promo going, and I just got it for free for a month. And then as soon as it expired, I just said, no, I want to cancel. I just canceled the
Yeah,
membership.
you told me that. That's
It's fucked anyway. There's not much on there anyway. It's just shit.
It's just, yeah. It's like fucking Netflix, right? It's garbage.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. You know, like
Yeah.
Well, Netflix does this whine about how many fucking subscribers they're losing every month. How many?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because of all the
You go
competition.
you go woke, you go broke.
Because people are just sick of it. The same shit they
Oh,
got. It's all garbage. None of it's any good.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last
Yeah,
time I
so is
looked
Netflix.
I haven't
Netflix,
looked at Netflix in a long time.
Netflix is dark and evil, man. Is evil intent behind everything they put
Yeah.
out.
So
Everything.
it's all too
Even the
fuck.
colours, it's black, it's red on black, like blood. You know what I
It's
mean?
there to brainwash people, right? It's like everything else. To corrupt your children and everybody.
Yeah.
Mad scientists kidnaps people and steals their eyes and has them locked in a dungeon.
Netflix is Satan.
What's that?
I said Netflix
Yeah.
is Satan.
I can get it off a mate, I just log into his account and
No,
I don't want to pay for it.
you don't pay for it.
But,
Fuck it.
I get
you're not
Trail
paying-
Park Boys on every 6 months. I get that for a month for $4.
As long as you're not paying for it.
The
I
latest podcasts and stuff.
guess.
But
They said they're trying to stop people from doing that shit, using other people's passwords.
yeah. Trail Park Boys hasn't done a show for like 3-4 years.
They just lost a lot of money. Netflix.
They're just doing the
All
podcast.
they do is complain about it.
Trailer
Here.
Park Boys is alright. I like Trailer Park Boys.
It's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yep, it is too. You can get it on Netflix, and they've got an animated series. I watched the first one.
Mhm.
The one.
It's not worth it to me just to watch the Trailer Park Boys.
I like the old
Yeah.
stuff. You know when Mr. Leahy was on there.
Yeah, now
Tom-
Mr. Ray said it's sort of
Yeah.
they bought Snoop
made
Dogg
the
in.
Mr. Leahy. Leahy was like the glue. He held everything together.
Yeah, that's right. It's like having Doctor Who without his TARDIS.
It was like the liquor. I mean, the glue.
Come on, Ricky. Everybody loves Kitty.
I am the liquor, Randy.
I'm
I've always
mowing
been
the air, Rand. I'm mowing the air.
I've
Yeah,
always
that's right. Yeah, that was funny.
Mowing the air, Rand.
mowing the air.
So that, when he's talking to Ricky and he totally forgets what the point was. Ricky's going, what? He goes, what? What do you mean? Yeah, he played the best drunk, and he wasn't even a drunk. He didn't even drink. It's still a mystery how he died. They never released how he died.
Really?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was murdered. We all know he was murdered.
He was
that
murdered.
But
The CIA murdered him.
We
He
always,
knew too much.
we always thought Ricky'd blow him up or something or kill him. Because Mr. Lay tried to blow
He
him.
knew too much about what was going on in the trailer park.
Get to all the CIA, AZO.
Bombs for himself in the main street of
He was about to expose the real fucking plot behind Sunnyvale
how
Trailer
the
Park.
world ends, Ricky. There's all these guns pointed at him.
I like it when what's that scene where what is it? Ricky and his father are on that other guy's lawn, and they're playing. He's like, "No blues music, Ricky. No chicken fingers, and no Ray drunk on my lawn at 2 a.m."
So that's exactly what he does. So those the chicken
Wingdings, isn't it?
Chicken fingers.
was it? The good quality. They were the good quality.
They were the good quality chicken fingers.
Yeah.
You want to sarsaparilla, you dick?
I bought the first 4 seasons.
I don't think the Trailer Park Boys was ever the same since they got rid of fucking those 2 kids, Corey and Trevor.
Corey and Trevor.
Yeah. Trevor actually sort of fell out a little bit. With
Trevor fucking quit, didn't he? Because
he didn't want to be the pastor.
they treated him like shit, just like
He's an artist, actually. He does paintings and things like that.
You know, the funny thing about Trevor. You know his real name was.
But Jacob, he played you know, he's a good replacement, definitely, you know, for Trevor.
Trevor, that was He was like the white dude.
Jacob and Corey. You know.
Corey was like
Yeah.
the Indian looking dude.
Philadelphia Collins, he died, eh?
Philadelphia Collins, he was good.
Shitty Bill died. Yeah, he died in the show. Philadelphia.
Guy that played Phil Collins died, yeah. I think so.
He must have been eating those chicken fingers.
Bam! Green eggs and ham!
Party goes wrong.
That was Phil Collins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bam! Peanut butter and jam!
Mr. Lay, what the?
Peanut butter and jam.
Peanut butter and jam!
Oh, man, that was
fun. Look, Randy, not all cops are bad. No, it was Jacob, yeah, that's right. Philadelphia College, not all cops are bad.
So they're still making Trailer Park Boys to this day.
After cops
I think it's an animated series now.
It's all animated now?
Oh, there's 2 of them, yeah. It's all right. Yeah, I should watch the second season. I just watch Netflix for a while. When I don't want to watch a movie.
Speaking
Mainly
of
watch the movie at night, fall asleep before we went into it. And then next morning try to watch the movie. Yeah, wow, what a cozy old day out there. Yeah.
Good weather for kite flying. It's a bit windy out there.
Yeah. The kites will be going everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
This way the tree doesn't fall on the caravan. Yeah, it's a pretty strong looking tree. What sort is it?
It's got bendy branches.
It looks like a willow
like
tree,
a willow,
but it's real high, you know, and straight. Yeah. And then the leaves are all over. See on the caravan, it sounds like it's raining all the time. The leaves brushing against it. Nice. Yeah, so I was thinking I should have gone on StreamYard and then I could have linked to your show. And somehow, I don't know what's not working. It's it did it the other day too. I think it was Algo's, Claudio's. Yeah, so we had Gordon on last night, Derek.
I don't know if you can see this tree in the distance. I'll show you this tree. Have a look.
Hang on, Dad.
Just go get him. Yeah, which one across the road?
Yeah, big one.
Yeah.
That's like if that fell over. Well, I was talking to my neighbour. He reckons that if it fell to the side over here, it would cut the power line there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and the council, it's not on council land. It's on their property, but they can't afford to get a tree lopper I think they did try and get a tree lopper, but the tree lopper was too scared to pull it down. It's too dangerous, apparently. Yeah. So it's just staying there until it falls over.
Maybe they need to have a joint venture with the power company, make sure nothing fucking goes wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's. My neighbour was saying it'd be better if it fell over, and then it cut the power, and then they can cut it from there.
Then it would be
it's easy to cut it when it's on the ground and it's done damage.
Yeah, true.
Who knows? It might fall over that house over there, that red brick house on the corner there.
Yeah.
Did the insurance company have to pay for it?
Gum tree, man. Looks like a gum tree.
Yeah, I think it's a gum tree. Yeah. Massive one too. Big massive.
It's probably lived through a few windstorms there.
Yeah, well, all these old trees here used to be a woodland forest where I live now. It used to be a woodland forest years ago.
Yeah.
Before
so they retained a few of the trees.
Them all down, huh?
Yeah, well, they retained a few of the trees, and then they must have got rid of, they had to make roads, and it all eventually turned into farms, and then, houses, and
Yeah, not far from
yeah.
here, man. There's that old, I think it's called Old Geelong Road or something, man, and it's just Melton Geelong Road or something, and it's just nothing but farms and forests, and there's like one small, tiny little estate, and everybody's like on 2 acres, and they're all like, it's like an exclusive part of Melton. I don't even know if it's in Melton. It might be just like the next suburb, maybe.
Oh, it's like there's a few like we used to have an estate called Brookfield Acres. It's still there. It's got like Brookfield is based like they used to have like acreage allotments.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's like an exclusive area, all big houses, man. There's not many houses in there.
Yeah, but now I think it might have been called Brookfield because they used to call it Brookfield Acres, but a lot of the land they're the acre blocks they're cutting up the blocks now and putting townhouses on them. So it's not really called Brookfield. It's just called Brookfield. They don't call it Brookfield Acres because it used to be acres, but now it's not. There's no acres on there. They cut up the blocks. They cut up the blocks and then just put townhouses on them.
No, there's some suburbs in Melbourne that the council won't allow the blocks to be divided, and they're on like 2 acres.
Oh, it really depends. Maybe like I haven't seen major. They would have done it already if they didn't do major development. But it's basically like if you're rich, you're well off. That's where you live, But I live one suburb down from Brookfield, right? And I'm just in a tiny spot, and I can just. It's like 5-minute walk from here to Brookfield.
Yeah,
not that far.
Yeah. I got lost trying to do a delivery on the wrong side of Melton South, man, and you can't drive over to Melton South from there. You have to go back out on the main road.
Yeah, it's all shit. Like the roads here are shit, mate. It's fucked. It's always been that way. But if you're a local, you kind of know where to go. But if there's traffic, if there's school traffic and all that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, I've been caught in it before, man. Yeah, coming back from there. Yeah. That's the same everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go. If there's a school, man, and you're there when they come out, mate, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Traffic everywhere. Everyone's picking their kids up.
Yeah, they don't build good roads or anything.
No one catches a bus or rides a bike anymore.
Yeah.
God forbid. Everybody here's got fucking electric bikes now.
Yeah, that's picking up.
Yeah, it's all about the e-scooters. E-scooters are getting really big.
E-scooters too, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So I see them laying all over the city, man. People just leave them all over the place. It's ridiculous.
No, these are like people.
Yeah. You got the ones that the city hires out. We got that too.
Yeah,
I think they just run them until they run out of juice, and they just leave them there.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people just buy them. I think they're about $400, and I just see people riding their own personal ones.
Yeah, you can buy them cheap, man. You can buy them for like $200 cheap.
Yeah.
They're pretty useless though. You can't go far. You run out of charge after about 5K.
What do you expect for $200?
No, even the good ones go about 10K. 20.
I'm sure you could buy one that's more expensive that'll go a little farther.
Yeah, you got to spend like Ozzy saying.
Maybe you could carry an extra battery for it too.
Yeah. Then it's not practical, man. Unless you're living somewhere where you don't have to go anywhere and you can't be bothered walking. That's all it's good for.
All the Eshays ride them. All the Eshays ride them.
I'm fucking lazy to walk anywhere. I'm just gonna ride.
The Eshays, all the rich blankets.
Eshays, Eshay bar. Yeah, we should ask Eric what an Eshay is.
An Eshay, I have no idea.
Eshay, they're like gangsters in Australia. They just hang around at train stations and try and steal your shoes.
Or your phone.
And they talk funny.
Common criminals.
Yeah, they're just like common. They're kind of like the lower class kind of bogan kind of criminal kind of thing.
Hang around and just do petty crimes and fucking steal from
Yeah, just
people.
they're like petty bump crime kind of people. Hang around at train stations, but we call them airshays.
They're probably mostly junkies too, wouldn't they?
Yeah. There was a video going around. There was this. I think there was like this 14-year-old kid, and he's on a train or a bus, and he's like, "I own Frankston. I own Frankston." He just literally like he knocks this guy out. He's like punching him in the face. He's like, "I own Frankston."
I used to go there every Thursday, man. I used to go to the local pub. What's it called? O'Reilly's, I think it's called in Frankston.
O'Reilly.
And an Irish bar, it's been there forever. And I used to go there every Thursday, man. Like every Friday morning, man, there'd be a punch on at the taxi rank. Like there was always people getting knocked out in front of the fish and chip shop, Everyone's blind drunk. Fucking, you can see the punches from fucking 5 miles away. You know what I mean? No one, they can't stand up and shit. They're all fucking having a go at each other. every fucking time, man. Every time at the taxi rank. I was always like, avoiding the fucking drunk punches, man. Just stepping out of the way, letting them go through. Really crazy place. Rough as guts, man. That's why they call it the Bronx. Man. I'd say Broadmeadows would be the equivalent on the other side of the city.
Where I am is pretty
similar. Seems like that video you guys made at the bar, man, was getting crazy.
Oh, that was in the city, man.
There was all kinds of drama going on.
Yeah, they just didn't like us, man. Someone pissed the bouncer off, and he decided we all had to go. Yeah.
Wasn't it Ken?
Someone was calling him Harvey. PK was calling him Harvey.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the one who lost his shit. That was the other bouncer. Yeah, the Harvey dude, he was all right.
Hey, look, there's Harvey.
There's Harvey. Hey, Harvey. I don't think he liked that. He was insulted.
think PK was giving him shit. It was funny. I was giving, that gay bartender. He goes, "Oh, I got 2 steaks, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm over here, mate." And I said, remember that? And I said, "Over here, mate." And he goes, I said, "No, I'm only joking, mate." And he just rolled his eyes at me and left.
He gave you the evil eye.
Yeah, he gave me the stink eye, mate. And he's just like, maybe that's why you guys were kicked out or something, or they were giving you grief.
No sense of humour. You're not allowed to have fun anymore. It's illegal.
You will not have fun anymore.
Right.
You will eat the bugs.
You will sit quietly and you will sip your beer. And you will not even raise a snigger in my pub.
And you eat the bugs.
Eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs and you will love it.
Uncle Klaus and Satan Klaus and Bill Gates and hide all the ASIO agents. And,
the Chinese, they really like bugs. I heard bugs are delicious.
Yeah, they are. They go great with the beer. They go very well with the beer.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
The bugs can drink their own beer. I'm not.
Everybody's eaten bugs before. They don't even realize it. It's no big deal.
I wonder what
it's like Soylent Green.
I wonder what milk from. I wonder what cockroach milk will taste like. They reckon they can milk cockroaches.
Cockroach fucking burgers where they make like a whole hamburger out of
cockroach milk. Maybe having that in your tea. Cockroach milk.
If cockroaches can survive a nuclear holocaust, so
you know what else we could drink is rat milk.
We probably shouldn't be eating
rat milk and cockroach. Roasted roaches.
Cockroach cookies.
You need really small hands to milk cockroaches.
Dunk it in your rat milk. There was an episode of The Simpsons where Fat Tony was selling rat milk to the school.
Remember in The
That was
Simpsons, they
hilarious.
were milking rats?
Yeah, there's an episode of The
Mhm.
Simpsons where Fat Tony the gangster was selling rat milk to the school.
Yeah,
The children.
yeah, I remember that.
Children were drinking rat milk. He's like, what? People love rats. They don't want to drink the milk.
What do you got against rat?
Nothing wrong with rat milk.
If you don't like rat milk, you're a ratist.
People love rats. They don't want to drink the milk.
Great F, mate. Just put those
Great F,
gym mats over there. They're like blending. They're like blending gym mats, and they're feeding it to the kids. That's nice.
That's weird. Everywhere I go, all they have is grade A eggs. What if I want to buy some grade B eggs?
No, they're fresh out of grade B.
We have to use gym
Oh my God,
mats.
it's
Gym mats have
double
got plenty of
grade
protein
eggs.
in them.
Well, if you have grade A eggs, you must have grade B eggs, right?
Gym mats are full of fiber.
Yeah.
Give me some of them grade F eggs.
Great.
I mean, what's the? I don't get it.
You remember that Simpsons episode where I think it was the Treehouse of Horror, and I think Skinner wanted to eat all the children in the school. It's like, we just had Uter for breakfast.
Was eating what?
Yeah, you know that German kid Uter? He's fat or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's like, and they had like, and Lisa Simpson's asked me a question. She goes, "Oh, don't you think it's a bit odd that we're Uter's not here, and we're eating a sausage called Uterfraten for Oktoberfest or something, or Uterfest?"
So they ate the kid.
They ate the kid.
That's
I like Martin. Martin was one of my favorite characters, man.
it's a kid.
I've got my
it's a
crayon.
cartoon.
Miss,
No, that was that other guy. Not Martin was the smart kid. It was
yeah, different name.
I'm trying to think of his name. He was Chief Wiggum's son. Chief Wiggum's son.
I ate my crayon.
Uh-huh.
Ralph.
I glued my head to my
Ralphie.
shoulder.
Yeah,
Ralphie, yeah, Ralph. Yeah, he was. I glued my head to my shoulder.
I love you, Lisa. That's nice, Ralph.
You choose me.
You choose me. I choose you.
Yeah. That was a lot of predictive programming in The Simpsons.
I like it how Homer's riding the nuclear bomb and it says "Do not ride bomb." He's like, "Woohoo! Yeah!" He's like, riding it all the way down.
Yeah. I remember when Homer had a plan to work from home, and he had to get really fat, so he wouldn't be able to. He'd be unfit to go to work,
Yeah,
So
compensation.
a medical pass, and he just stay at home. And he's
he gets Dr. Nick Riviera.
hello everybody. I'm Dr.
Hello everybody. Hey, Dr. Nick.
And he's got the drinking bird fucking tapping the keyboard every 30 seconds, so he can keep something going on the internet,
Yeah, yes. You like to press
And
the
the bird-
yes button.
Yeah, the yes button.
No,
He goes,
the Y
I
button.
can't find any key. That's when the any key came out.
Where's the any key? I think I'll honor a tab.
And the bird gets stuck and it doesn't work, and he's like, "Stupid bird!"
I don't think I've seen that one.
I think I'll honor a tab.
I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time.
I like it when he gets stuck in the water slide at the water park. That was funny.
You did? I didn't see that one either.
Then he had to eat rice cakes. He was on a diet, and they put him on rice cakes. The No Homers Club.
And Barney was the town drunk. He was hilarious. Barney.
He was funny.
He became an astronaut. Remember when he became an astronaut?
That was funny.
Man of many hidden talents, Canfield.
There was, I think there was an episode where Barney was all clean and sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think then a fuse tripped and he became a drunk again.
Yeah,
Like he had to revert back.
of course. Yes, that's how it ended. Pretty sure.
Well, you used to have Simpson video. Would have been a video set. I think it was a 2 video set back in the day. And yeah, one of the episodes was the Stonecutters. That was
Oh yeah.
way before I knew anything about anything.
Yeah. Why did they
Maybe-
put that in there?
Well, they wanted us to know about it.
Obviously, yes.
Who made Steve Gutenberg a star? We do.
They were mocking it too, kind of mocking it, right? It's just a big joke. It's not. It's just a joke.
Who holds back the electric car? We do. We do.
Did they say that in there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the people that say, who made Steve Gutenberg a star. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think
Reason I
they
would-
said something about aliens as well in it as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
aliens
true.
were at the table there.
Yeah, aliens like singing at the table.
Yeah, drinking their beer.
But no, they didn't really hold. They just delayed it. Now the electric car is here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody
Well,
can buy an
that's
electric car.
they said like we
Like,
held
who
it
held
back.
back? Yeah, who
Yeah,
held
we
back?
held back. But we used to have electric cars years ago, like 100 years ago, apparently.
I wonder how much it costs to charge up an electric car to drive.
I don't know. Depends.
Is it much cheaper than gasoline?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, way cheaper. Until your batteries stop working.
Yeah, they'll only give you about 5 years of battery. So you kind of got to do a bit of maths calculation, you know? Like, I think a gas car would probably be more cost effective at the moment, but, you know, when parts supplies and oil
The
and
batteries
fuel.
die, then you got to replace the battery in an electric car.
Yeah, and the batteries cost more than the value of the car, so then they become worthless. So they're,
Huh.
You
they're
gotta scrap.
disposable. It's a disposable fucking item there. That's what they are.
But it's saving the environment.
Yeah. Send them to landfill for the environment. Yeah. Lithium
Good for
batteries
the
work.
environment.
Lithium batteries are really good in landfill, man.
Doing it for
What could
the
possibly
good of
go wrong?
humanity. It's all for the good of the human race. It's all for your own good,
Yeah.
for your good, for your
It's
benefit.
for your safety. It's for your own safety. It's for your health and safety that we do this.
The great rubbish. Was it the great rubbish avalanche of 2021, 2022?
2,505. 2,505.
It's got electrolyte.
Yeah, one Brondo can too many just fucking tipped over, mate, and it all came down. Look out.
It's got
A
electrolyte.
fly landed on a can.
Mm. Ding, 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 ding,
The
ding.
spy's like,
Oh.
ding, ding. Oh,
Go
that's
away, Peyton. Go away, Peyton.
I'm bait.
I told you.
Shut up, man. I'm watching out my balls.
Oh, boss.
Peyton, not like he's watching a porno, some chicks cutting a steak with their feet. It's like, oh yeah, cut me off a piece.
Cut me off, please.
Yeah, all the piece. Yeah.
Cut me off a piece.
I like people that.
She's fucking cutting the steak with her feet.
Oh, hail President Camacho.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be a documentary. Well, maybe it
It
was.
was, the scary thing is people are really stupider than that now, doing that movie.
Seen that movie Free Guy? It's about a guy in a reality game and he realises he's a sim. He wakes up, realises he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, it was a pretty good comedy. It's just pretty recent. Yeah.
And yeah,
Seen that
people
one? Free Guy?
Well, I think I've seen an ad for it on YouTube. Actually.
Yeah.
I think-
It's on Pro. Yeah.
John Palmer says we need wind-up cars.
yeah, why not?
One big
What
wind
happens if
upper
you
on the back.
spring
Let it
steel
go.
tank?
You have a big key on the roof, man. You got to turn it around.
Sure.
Fucking
If it
24
works for little toys, why not make a full size wind-up?
Just do like a life-size toy car.
That's brilliant.
John, you can be part of that department. I give you Department of Technology. You can be part of the Department of Technology.
How long would you have
Make
to
the
sit there?
wind-up cars popular again. Make the wind-up cars.
Tom
great
can
again.
be Department of the Interior, and Eric can be Department of Industry.
Sounds fair.
Wind-up cars, what an idea.
But the coof.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, wind-up cars. Way of the future.
No, they were made like clocks, man. They're probably still
There is
working
no
today.
simple, there is no easy answers.
As long as you don't over tighten your key and break your spring, you'll be all right. It will be all good.
I think that what we should really have are cars that run off solar electricity.
Yeah, there was a car that's got like solar roof panels or
Yeah, something
on
like
the
that.
top.
I think that's
Yeah,
And I think
That's the
they're going
true-
into but they're going into production soon. I think it's from China or something. There was a thing on YouTube about it. I think they're going to bring it out in mid 2025 or something, maybe in the next few years. I think 2024.
that would be the clean energy way to go, man.
yeah. Well, they don't want
Yeah,
you. They don't want you to have free energy, man. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's why they don't have those.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
but this car's like, I think it's like $500,000 or something. It's
Yeah, it
expensive.
wouldn't be cheap. Yeah, most electric cars that have got solar panels on the roof, they
Probably
only
not really that
they only
expensive.
power the accessories, man, the lights and the radio and shit. That's all they use it for.
It's probably really not that expensive, but they want to make it that expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody can.
they're gonna make their money. They've got to make their money in
You
tenfold.
can't
They want
have
to make
people
something.
driving
You could-
around on free solar energy. It's just,
You can wrap an entire car in solar panels now because they're that flexible, man, and they're just like double-sided tape. You know? So
Yeah.
it's not impossible.
I heard you could get,
Yeah, you could do
could
that
get a
yourself,
solar
yeah.
charger for your electric car.
Yeah, you could do that.
It's probably almost
It's
close to the same thing.
it's doable.
Yeah, it's definitely doable, but it's real
I'm
expensive.
sure people will be doing it. People will be, who build their own electric cars, man. They're going to be doing that. They're going to be covering the whole car in panels. You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
When
you
you
have
get
the board.
when you get desperate,
you are too stupid to build their own electric cars.
when they get desperate, they'll do certain things, you know.
Yeah.
That's how ideas are made. When people get desperate, that's how the ideas are made. You know, inventiveness.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's why they're putting us through this tough time, just so that they can get us to invent stuff in our garage or something.
Put these people under all this stress and see what they come up with.
We're actually the energy that run the system, man. That they rely on our negative energy to feed the beast system. You know, we are the batteries, man. Like they say in the Matrix. You know? Without us, they're nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like in the movie The Matrix, the humans were literally the batteries for the computer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
It's beyond physical, man. It's a spiritual here. It's a spiritual.
Spiritual
realm.
statement.
The spiritual realm, man. It's all collected in the ether, man, and fucking they feed off of that and redistribute it through, generally for fucking evil purposes with fear
Sucking out all your energy, your physical energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy. The energy vampires.
Yep. That's it, man.
Of course they are. They want
Even
all
even the Simpsons, they had was it Treehouse of Horror? They had Mr. Burns turns into a vampire. Remember that?
What do you think of Killiam Gates?
Of what?
What do you think of Kill Gates?
Oh, Kill Gates.
That's what what's his name calls it.
Jeff Berwick calls him. Jeff
Kill.
Berwick. I think Jeff Berwick calls him Kill Gates.
Yeah, Kill
Watch
Gates.
it.
And I said Killiam. I call him Killiam Gates.
Oh, Killiam Gates. Oh, never heard that one before.
It's it's like Kill Gates, but just adding the IAM on the end. You know, Killiam
He
Gates.
looks like he reminds me of one of the nerds from Revenge of the Nerds. Eh?
He's fucking weird, huh? He's not definitely a normal.
I think I overheard Ken saying he kind of looks like Woody Allen.
Yeah,
something really weird about Bill Gates, man. He's like
Woody Allen's
a weird
dude.
The other day, and he's like, "How come he can't get a hot girlfriend? I don't get it." There's a cajillion. He's the richest man in the world, but
they should make a movie. They should make a movie about him and put Woody Allen in it. What do you reckon?
Or Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog as Bill Gates.
And have what's his name? Have Alex Jones in there. They're turning the frogs gay.
Special guest Alex Jones.
On TikTok, they showed these two nerdy twins, these guys. They look total goofy, you know, they had these weird spiky hair, and they go, people are asking us, do we have girlfriends? Of course we got girlfriends. Hey, girls, come here. They go, oh, they're too shy.
They're too shy.
Revenge of the Nerds was funny.
I think the latest Dollar Vigilante was hilarious. He's talking about Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah.
He looks he looks like a 2-liter soda bottle.
Yeah.
He's built like a 2-liter soda bottle, he said.
It's hard to find a woman to date, man, when you got bigger tits than them.
Bill's having a baby. He's having a baby. He's having a farm baby. Yeah, he's having a farmland baby. That's how fat he is.
He's pumping out a few crickets.
Oh yeah, the Dollar Vigilante says, man, the way he must have like dozens of snakes living inside of him or something.
His children will have hooves. His children will have hooves.
Hooves.
Hooves. Yeah. Yeah, I got it off. You know that movie Office Space, and they're talking about his boss, and he goes, "What you mean lumber? His children will have hooves."
And another thing this one guy that used to work with Bill Gates, he said he would always, if he didn't agree with you, they would say, "That's the stupidest idea I ever heard in my life. That's just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard." He said he would say that a lot.
Yeah, but then he would do it himself. It was still the idea.
Shit. But he would always be belittling everybody around him, right? If he didn't agree with him.
Oh.
And he really didn't do shit. He was really just,
Odyssey.
he's a fraud. Just like they're all frauds. People like him, fucking, that other.
No, he comes from
Musk.
Ozzy, what's your Odyssey channel?
Odyssey channel. It's just the same. It's the same
role, really.
It's Ozzy's Radio Half Hour. It's just the same thing.
All right. Cool.
Or I can send you a link to the channel after the chat if you want.
Well, I've got it.
It should be like, if you go on my channel, it should be in the links, like on the video, on all the videos. I put the links to my Odyssey
on your YouTube
in the description.
You've got a link.
Hard to find things.
Yeah, no, just go to his YouTube and click on the link. That's a little bit.
Go to my YouTube and click on any video, and then go to the description. The link should be in the description.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, so that one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so there's the one I've got to watch.
I've got a new segment called Ozzy Exclusives. So it's stuff that's been too hot for YouTube. It's stuff that will get me banned off YouTube. So I called the Ozzy's Odyssey Exclusive. The
Good
OO.
idea, man. Good idea.
When PK do a stream, I always miss it.
The one come probably
Banned
Tuesday.
off
I
YouTube.
nearly get notified.
Should be this Tuesday. One a
Yeah,
month.
PK's doing a stream every month, I think.
Yeah,
First Tuesday of every month.
Uh,
I see you had
You got 18% crowd. Right?
oh yeah. Yeah, choose it up when you're done. This thingy? 18%. Right.
What about you, Ken? Are you on Odyssey yet or not?
Yeah, I haven't put much up there. I just put stuff there so I could watch the crowd.
Send me a link. Send me a link, and I'll follow you.
Yeah. How do we get to chat?
all right. Well, anyways,
So much on the channel.
on that note, man, I think I'm about
On that
done.
note?
I got nothing left.
Good to see you again, Kai.
Good to see you guys.
Cheers, Eric. See you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you
Ken.
soon. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Eric, again.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you guys soon. Good night.
Yeah.
No worries.